So that Outer Worlds port.
You're live? We're live?
We're kind of live. We're going live. You know, it takes a little bit for YouTube to encode and
Oh,
start. It's
yeah.
not like Twitch. Twitch is much quicker.
I
That's
was
the
fixing
game.
my shirt and I didn't know that, so the first thing you saw was me fixing my shirt.
That's
So
Uh,
the
so they-
it's weird.
You don't want to know the kind of edit you're getting on the video.
No, what? What, VC? What are
What?
you talking
Yeah,
about?
you got a bad ad on the video. I'm just gonna say that, but we'll continue with the show.
What was the ad? Was it Pokemon?
Nah, politics.
Why the hell do I have a politics ad on my channel? Okay, that's stupid.
Wait.
They're all over the place now because they just spend money and they dump it there.
Oh
so.
yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
Fine.
you can go onto your AdSense and turn it off, but that's what I had to
As
do.
long
I
as that
did
crazy chick Candace Owens isn't on my channel, I'm good, bro. I'll take anybody but her.
It won't take long though.
Anybody, but I don't give a damn. Anybody but her. Anyway, forget what I
We're
just
live.
said right now, guys. We're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the PE Podcast, episode 100.
100%.
Yeah, they caught all that.
Call it episode 100. You know, to be honest, there's actually more than this, but we've changed the podcast so many times. This is just that 100 of this format of the podcast. But this is actually more than that, but it's the most consistent that I've ever been, so we have to celebrate that. And we have a bunch of special guests to do that.
Oh man. it's gonna be
Here, I want to go over these special guests first, because these special guests are awesome. Thank you, Miss Click. I appreciate that.
I would say you're supposed to ignore it, but I realize there's a giant zombie running across the screen, so.
Right on your face.
Oh yeah, there's a big old huge donation that just came through right on my face.
Yo!
Let's go, Matthew Hammond.
Yo, Matthew, we're gonna cover up Jordan's face.
Matthew
How about
Hammond,
that?
the
No, I'm
homie.
joking.
That's fine. That's
No,
fine. I
I'm joking.
deserve it.
No, the notifications will pop up right here. It'll just cover me and a little bit of VC's face. Thank you, Matthew Hammond, for the $100 donation, man. It says happy 100. Thank you, I appreciate that. But let's get into these intros, and then we'll get anything that pops through. We'll definitely make sure you guys get your shout outs. But thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate that $100 donation, man. That's very nice of you. Long-time Elite Ninja here.
$100. Woohoo!
Yeah, woohoo! Happy 100 for the 100. So to my left, we've got Miss Click here for the first time ever on PlayerEssence. Miss Click is here. Miss Click, how you doing tonight?
Man, thanks for the invite.
No problem.
Save best for not the last.
Miss
Thanks
Click,
for having me. No,
Miss Click, you want to tell everybody what I sent you before I even invited you on the podcast?
Wait, what did you send me?
Never mind. Don't do it. We had a joke that you don't remember the joke that you made.
Oh,
don't actually say it.
No.
Go on.
Don't actually say it. No, it was like a little joke
good.
that me and Click. Yeah, we're good.
We're
I'm
good.
just messing with Click like I
We're
always
good.
mess with her. Next, we also have another guest to my right, and that's for the first time ever. Once again, another first time is RGT. RGT, what's up, man?
Hog.
I think I've been on before.
On my channel? No.
Yes.
When?
I've done
no.
a live
A while
show
ago.
before.
I've
I
seen
think that was probably
your
mine.
archives. I've seen it. I've seen.
You
That's
have?
probably mine. I'm pretty sure I've been on here before.
Wow, he
I
forgot
don't
about
think
you,
so,
Sean.
man.
How do you
It
feel?
was an old stream from. a long
I know you've been
ago.
on the show.
You know what?
Cast,
It might have been an old
Yeah.
stream, but I don't remember. So, what is it?
I don't usually remember much either.
But I don't remember. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Hanging out, enjoying the show. What's up, everyone in the chat? Hope everyone's doing good.
You had that Outer Worlds review today, which I watched. Which was
I did.
a bit interesting.
Great game. Just
Yeah.
looks like it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Dog crap.
It looks
But-
really bad.
One thing I do want to. We're doing intros. I won't get into that yet.
Well, we'll get back into it once we do we'll talk about because there's not a ton of cool topics. I mean, there are some. It's just because we would have had the Sony event this week. That would have been dope, but we don't got
That
that.
would've
But
been cool.
you go ahead and say what you're gonna say, man. We got a little bit of time.
The Digital Foundry video, I watched it, and I'm not saying that something on their end was incorrect, but I noticed there was a couple times, and that's kind of like one of the pictures that was floating around of the Switch version, where there's standing in front of a sign, and that sign never loads in. I have played the game for now, I think 28 hours. And I've had it to where it's blurry. And when you walk up on something, yes, it loads in as you walk on it. But as far as never loading, I never had anything like that. And I'm playing it off SD card. It's not on my internal memory. It's on the SD card. So I don't know. They made a lot of great points. Yes, the game looks like shit at times, but it's also fun as hell. So I'm able to look past it. But I thought that was kind of strange.
Well, we'll get back into it once we talk about what you guys have been up to. Because I want to get more of your opinion on that, and of course donations, guys. We'll go through those in just a bit. And also another guest that we have, or kind of like returning guests. There's two above me. We'll start off with Jordan. Jordan, how you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm doing good. Good to be here. It's like I never left.
It's like everyone. Wait, when's Jordan coming back? Is Jordan not on the podcast anymore? When's Jordan coming back? When's Jordan coming back? When's Jordan coming back? Is Jordan on the podcast? It's all. Is Jordan coming back? When he's coming? I'm just like, oh god, dude, bro. Like he'll come on. When
I know.
he feels
I'm
like
sure. I'm sure it went. I'm sure it went. Oh, Jordan's not here. Sweet. And then it just continued.
That's not how it went. People were complaining that you weren't here the whole time. So yeah. I think Stealth just joined too. Shout out to
You
Stealth.
gotta mod him up.
Yeah, we got to mod him up, so we'll do that. But I can't. Actually, no, I can. So he's muted, but we'll mod him up in just a bit. So.
I sent the link to Baron on Twitter.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, Stealth is here. So shout outs to Stealth. Once he gets his camera on and everything. Also, we got Mandy here. Mandy, how you doing today?
Good. I had to guilt trip him into letting me here, but yeah, I'm back.
Wow.
No,
Nobody
you
actually
didn't guilt
The
trip.
worst
me,
part
Mandy.
is I'm not surprised.
That's not what. Well, there was no guilt trip at all, Mandy. That's not what it was.
was
I
putting him on the
I
spot.
didn't know if you actually wanted to be on it or not. I thought you were just saying it just to say it.
You could just ask.
But like because there's a couple times like I invited you, and then like one time you actually came in, and you just like I'm out. Like,
I was really tired that day. I think that was the last.
well, that
time.
happened a couple times though. So I mean, like, so I was like, I don't know. Does Mandy really want to come on? So I'm glad that you're here, though, Mandy. Honestly, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. And next up, we also have who's also comes on all the time. We got Shadow Fox is here as well. What's up, Shadow Fox?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Good to see you here, Shadow. And then also another guest. We have Big Z, who's been coming on every now and then. Big Z, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Spend a lot of money on those codes.
Yeah, we have like a bunch of codes to give away, guys. We have like a bunch of Steam games to give away. So
20 to be exact.
Yeah, we have a lot of Steam games to give away. So 20 to be
20.
exact. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 20 Steam
That's
games.
insane.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Are they good? Are they good? You didn't say they were good games. You just said 20.
Oh,
Are they
they're
good
good,
games?
they're good games though. They're good games.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
got 20 good games confirmed.
Yes. So
Yes.
you guys have your Steam ready because like I don't really feel like doing all the raffle stuff because that's gonna take forever. So have your Steam accounts ready because I'm just gonna be dropping them in the chat every now and then. All right, guys. So have your Steam accounts booted up.
Can I enter?
Steam.
Yeah, of course you can enter, Mandy, but that's kind of fraudulent. But you can enter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna enter.
I
No, I'm
had no
joking.
job.
No,
I'll
you
just
can
gift
enter.
you a game on Steam if you want, Mandy. I'll just
No.
give
No,
it
I'm
to
just
you.
playing. I don't really game on my computer, my PC.
And then we also, who did I miss? We, of course, last but definitely not least, VC, man. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. I realized that there's an exclusive coming out to the Switch that most people don't know about. Brigadine.
VC's
pretty
been
dope,
bugging
pretty
me
dope.
so much.
Yeah.
That's
Because
not
you
a
like
real
strategy
thing.
RPGs and
You pimping that one.
I had to mention it to you. I had to mention it to
but
you.
I know.
Yo,
I know
how
how
big is
much
that
you
back?
No,
fire-
how is it? We're gonna get into like what you've been. So how is it?
It is pretty good. It is. And there's like a whole story element to it, but the demo unfortunately forces you to do easy mode, which is unfortunate. But the whole entire demo gives you the instructions how to do everything and teaches you step by step really smoothly. Because at first glance, it can look a little bit daunting. Definitely can, but it's pretty good. It's coming out the 25th.
I played it back on the PS1 back in the day. It was a good game.
Yeah, this is the sequel to that game, actually.
Nice. Okay, sequel to a
Yeah.
PS1 game. I definitely gotta check it out. You said there's a demo.
Yeah, there's a demo. It's been out since May, I believe.
All right, nice. Okay,
It's been out for a while.
I guess like what we can do is like before we get into some of the topics. I know some of you guys have been playing some new games. I want to get.
That's how it is, OJ. That's how it is,
Oh
OJ.
my God, Abaddon! Damn it,
Yeah,
there's
we
too many
do it.
people. I forget. Dang it, Abaddon, how you doing tonight, man? Jesus.
I'm doing good. How you guys doing, man?
I'm
Doing good,
I
bro.
feel like ending the podcast. I'm horrible.
You're already tired. You're already
Thanks for
done.
coming
You're
out,
right.
everyone. That was episode 100. Good night.
Episode 100 was dope, dude. I barely went.
Yeah, it was only like maybe 100
Yeah.
times 3.
You should do one of those pictures because it's a square.
Yeah, break
Like
it.
I go like this, and then Jordan goes like that, and then
I
someone
go like,
goes
what? What do I
like
do?
This. You go
Like,
like
Are
that.
we doing just
What is
dance
this?
moves
What am-
now, or just going? What are we
I
doing?
feel like I'm ready to fight.
Y'all need to be more creative.
I don't. You need to get better directions.
Well, I look outside the box, so I'm like over here.
I'm in the
box
center,
is
so what do
like
I do?
over
Go
here.
like this? I mean, I don't know what to do.
Just point
Wait,
outwards.
We can do a heart. I've
Can we
seen
just-
that a heart.
Can we just
I
talk
can't-
about that? Mandy has one of the cutest shirts on like ever.
What is it? Let me see,
Oh,
man. Let's see your shit, Mandy.
Sure that.
It's Captain Tack's Biting Adventure.
That is
Hey,
that is adorable.
Nice.
No.
Click shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This
how
is
does-
good quality.
Yeah,
It makes
Cat
me
got a
look
fresh
good,
merch line, though.
Yeah.
It's
tag.
it's
Tack-
been in
it's
my
not
closet
even-
for forever.
Click.
Tack's got 50% of this business,
Tax
dude.
going places.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Click,
What-
you
what's
writing
he gonna
writing
do?
tack
Fine.
off.
What's Tack's gonna
You
do
writing
for
tack
money?
off? Click. Is that what you do? Writing tack off.
I mean, at
writing
this
tack
point,
off
yeah.
on your own taxes.
Tack, he doesn't mean
Tack
it.
is on camera almost just as much as you are, so yes, you could write that cat off.
Cat
Everything you do for that
food.
cat.
Cat food.
Cat
The vet.
Toys.
Yo, I just went to the vet today. Yeah, maybe.
No, I would totally write tack off.
He
Honestly.
did.
You know, Click knows she does. That's the thing. She's like,
He's like, he's pouting.
Is that what I am to you, Mom? Am I just a giant tax write-off?
listen,
literally-
I showed my socks on stream. I'm writing these bitches off.
Nice. Oh,
I'm
is that
writing
how
them
it
off.
works?
I don't care. It's nice socks
I have
too.
anything to show.
These
I'm
were
writing them
props.
off. But all right, I think we got everybody. Baron and Stealth maybe should join in a bit. And then also
Stealth says he's not joining. He just
Okay.
might want to watch.
Okay, Marlon, my man Marlon. I think we got to get Marlon here. I need to get him. Does anybody have a DM with Marlon so we can get him here? I don't think none of you guys do, so I'll
Who's
do it.
Marlon?
I don't know who Marlon is.
You guys don't
I
know
have
who
no
Marlon
idea
is.
who Marlon is. Nah.
All
Are we
right.
talking about the father from Finding Nemo? Because I know that one.
That was cute.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about the
gosh.
Wayans brothers.
All right,
I
so
do know that one too.
Yeah, that's the only one.
I know two Marlins, and I'm gonna meet a third.
I'm gonna have to
This is
invite
insane.
him right here. So I'm doing some stuff to where some of you guys can see here. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
the
to.
entire screen just saw that.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
It's
All
fine.
right.
It's cool.
It's
It's
cool.
cool. They'll come in.
Now
They'll join.
someone's gonna get the link, type it out.
Nah, it's cool.
Yeah, let's just join in the server.
Yeah.
We can just I got it. We can just get Dank to boot him out for people that are not supposed to be here. I'll just get Dank to boot
Gonna
him
have
out.
to.
All right, guys. So let's go and let's get into some of these topics. I want to first start with like games. RGT, man. Not obviously you have a video, so we want people to watch your video. But man, what's up with the Outer Worlds on Switch, man? Like not from the technical perspective, because obviously you don't have everything all hooked up and resolution and machines, but like from the gameplay perspective, what's your take, bro?
I mean, when I first started playing it, I was like, yeah, this looks rough. I play a lot in handheld mode. I played it in handheld mode a bunch. I played it on my 50-inch TV. I played it on my 25-inch monitor when I was capturing footage. But it doesn't look as good as the Xbox One version. It doesn't look as good as the PS4 version. It kind of reminds me a bit of Fallout 3's graphics, to be honest with you, just more colorful, which I didn't really care because what I really want is Fallout 3, like that specific game on the Switch. Anyways, so I definitely enjoyed the game itself. The game itself is phenomenal. I love the combat. I love the stories. I love all of the missions. I love that you can kill every single person in the game, even mainline NPCs, and it will adjust the main story of the game based on you doing that. There's tons of weapons. There's tons of customization. You have companion people that join you as well that help you in fighting and stuff like that. You get different companions. You can level them up as well. Like, there's a ton of stuff to do. Like, Spawnwave was like, oh yeah, you can beat the main story in like 20, 25 hours. I'm like, that's not how you're supposed to play this game. You're supposed to play this game and play it, and just do all of the side missions and really get into it. That's how I feel. That's how I play Fallout games anyways. But like all the side stories are really cool. It's just from a graphical perspective, the game doesn't look great. When you compare it to something like The Witcher 3, when you compare it to something like Elder Scrolls, like it looks worse than those games. Is it the worst looking game I've played on the Switch? No, I don't think so. I think part of the problem is that the Switch version, of course, came out later than the Xbox One and the PS4 version. And since the Xbox One and the PS4 version exist, you have something easy to compare it to right on the fly. There is the whole thing that a lot of people are saying, oh, there's a day one patch, there's a day one patch. Yes, there's a day one patch if you get the physical version of the game. If you buy the game digitally or you received a digital review code like I did, that was the final game. Because that was something I was actually confused on. I was thinking, well, maybe the HD textures that they talked about, was was not available yet, but because they actually emailed me and they were like, don't forget there's a day one patch, and I was like, but is that for physical or is that just physical or is that digital and physical? Like, am I playing the final version of the game? And they were like, yeah, you are. And I was like, oh, okay. So I think one of the bigger problems is that we never saw any footage of the game leading up to the release as far as running on the Switch, and B was Virtuos being like, we're doing 1080p, 30 frames per second docked, and 720p, 30 frames per second handheld, and it's like, I mean, maybe that's what you were going for, and it just didn't work out. But like, they just said that like a week or so ago, so it's kind of weird. I still think the core game itself is phenomenal. If you've never played it, you only own a Nintendo Switch, and you want to play a game that is like Fallout, as you know, that this is your Fallout experience. It's just not very pretty at times. If you have an Xbox One, you have a PS4, I would probably play it on that, unless you're just like really into handheld mode. And yes, it does look worse in handheld mode than it does in docked mode. It's blurrier. It kind of reminds me a bit of Wolfenstein 2's graphics on the Switch pre-patch. You know how they were like really blurry in handheld mode? I would say at times it gets like that.
Yeah. Okay. So, but for $60?
That's the thing. Once again, you know, is it worth $60?
Nah.
If you're a Fallout fan and you want to play a Fallout style game on your Nintendo Switch, yeah, I mean, because you're gonna, like I said, I've already put 28 hours into the game, and like, I just feel like I'm scratching the surface with it. Like, it's not like I just reviewed it and then threw it off to the side. Like, I'm still actively playing it because I am enjoying the game. And I feel like if you only own a Nintendo Switch and you're a huge fan of Fallout style games, you know, it's up to you. Maybe there will be a patch that will fix the graphics, but you might want to wait. Or if you own another system, probably just get it on Game Pass.
What's with all these Nintendo games coming out recently with bad graphics, huh?
That's a good question.
Wait, what?
What's going on with all these games?
I'll be honest. I've been playing Xenoblade Definitive Edition handheld mode most of the time. It's been all right. It doesn't look as good as Torna though, personally.
I think the issue.
I'm confused. I'm looking at the chat right now, complaining, and I'm like, you can't put a price on pixels.
Yeah, I would say
if the game is fun, and a game like this that's that big, like, you're still getting the same game.
That's true to an extent. I just wish that Nintendo would have, like, for when it comes to first-party games, for the most part.
What do you mean by to an extent? The whole game is there.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about graphics.
Yeah.
I'm saying there should be an expectancy to want Nintendo to push harder for their equipment to allow better things going forward.
Can I make?
I don't want them to always having to play catch up when it comes to graphics.
But they aren't playing catch up. The developers are. They just need to focus on that platform, and then the games will look better.
Well, I'll say this:
Nintendo doesn't have a problem.
Well, actually, I see both ends. Here's the thing.
I see both ends too, but go ahead, Evan.
I see both ends. Honestly, I don't think it's too much on the developers' end. I think it's a hardware issue with Nintendo because of what it is. Because the Nintendo Switch, let's face it, it is built like a portable touchscreen tablet.
Yep.
There's no way of getting around that. It's remarkable that we can play the games that we could play on there, but expecting like just a few levels of below a PS4 or an Xbox One. Yeah, if we hit that, cool. But most times we're not going to hit that because the hardware isn't there yet.
Let me get technical for a second. You have a CPU that is obviously more advanced and more capable than the CPUs that are in those older consoles. Those older consoles that we keep talking about, the big boys per se, they're just 200 watts put on old tablet CPUs from 8 years ago. So, and they weren't even the top of the line when they came out. So CPU wise, Switch has the edge. Memory wise, Switch has the edge. It has more IO per pin than the old DDR3 that was in the Xbox One.
Absolutely.
So the potential is there. The SDKs are there.
They need to use
the engines are there. You need time and money.
Well, absolutely.
Right, well, Nintendo has both those things.
Well, hold on. Absolutely. But I will say, I will say
parties
this.
do too.
But I will
it's
say
on
this.
Both ends.
Well, hold up, guys. Time out, guys. Every port is done by different studios. There's ports that are going to get better results, and there's ports that are not going to get better results. We've seen on PS4 and Xbox One games that don't run well. Well, is that the hardware's fault? Or is that the developer's fault?
Alien.
And there's also something else that we're forgetting. the format on what these games are played on are different. That plays a role too because of storage size on those formats. Like the micro SD cards versus a Blu-ray disc, you're gonna get more memory and more flexibility to put more things into those things.
This is where I'm gonna put a stop on that, right? The screen is 720p.
Definitely.
So you can really limit yourself right there and say, hey, all texture assets are gonna be smaller. All your pixel programming as far as, hey, where is this going to be? Hey, Havoc is not going to cost as much because it's only looking for pixels here and here for collision. So you have less as far as stress on the hardware and the game code overall because you're going for a lower resolution.
Absolutely. But then again, now we get into actual texture styles and rendering because an example we could bring up Yoshi's Crafted World. And everyone was complaining about why that game looked the way it did. And everyone was thinking that game should have ran and looked better, right? Well, when you use realistic textures and doing 3D modeling at one point, realistic textures take up a lot of memory. Well, a lot.
The game runs good. It's 60 frames.
It's 60 frames, but the resolution
was
and that's what I'm getting
about. Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. There is going to be a trade-off because of the platform and the file size that you have, because you still have to fit all of that in one memory, in one card. And that's what I'm getting at.
Is, in a world of 8K coming around the corner here, we shouldn't be dealing in numbers of 720 anymore.
Well, then, and this is where I see both sides, because I feel like we should be optimizing for 2K60. If you ask me, I feel like we should be optimizing for 2K60 instead of pushing for 8K25.
Well, I don't think there's
optimizing for 1080p 60, something that still hasn't been done on consoles yet.
Exactly.
I just want at least that 1080 60 bump. That's it. That's where I want to get.
That's
what I was 1080p TVs, anyways.
Well, I don't want the Switch to be all of a sudden this powerhouse 8K can run anything. I just want it to just little catch up here. Come on, I want these games to be an option. Like
modern
playing
quality.
Borderlands on the Switch compared to every other thing I played it on. It's better than the Vita version, but it has a lot of problems, and I'm like, this is not the experience I don't think people should get for Borderlands on the Switch. Like, this is not the best representation of Borderlands.
You've been playing,
and
Borderlands,
I want it
Jordan?
to be better.
What's the issues? Have you been playing? What's the issues with Borderlands on the Switch? I haven't gotten to play it yet, but I'm going.
I mean, the graphics are a little dulled down. For the most part, it does look pretty good, and I've tested out Borderlands 1 and 2. The problems are in handheld mode, it chugs. In docked mode, it doesn't look so pretty stretched out on the big screen, which is weird. It has a few performance issues, massive glitches that I haven't ran into in any other versions of the game. It's just not optimized and performing well for me on the Switch. I know other people have had fine experiences. Like, I know, Sean, you've had good experience with Borderlands so far. But for someone like me who has played Borderlands on every other thing, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, this is just a poor representation of the game, in my opinion. And that's
I first beat Borderlands on PC, and looking at the Switch version physically hurt me.
You try playing Borderlands 2 on the Vita and try to beat it. You can't. It's impossible. You can't get like 3 hours in that game without going, I tried. It's awful. It's awful.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, catch up.
Ocarina of Time is one of the greatest games of all time, man. It has frame rates in the teens, so.
Well, that was a long time ago.
For reference.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Still playable today.
I do want to say one more thing. The Outer Worlds on the Switch is currently at 71 on Metacritic, which, I mean, I know 7s are horrible and seen as, zeros nowadays, but I mean, really, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent.
Can I say something? Because I actually beat. Oh no!
I'm sorry. Why you do that to her? You don't have to ask. Just let her talk. Let her talk.
But I beat Outer Worlds on the PlayStation. It's a good game, but I would say the experience is better on like a console because it's such a beautiful game that I would feel like it's a disservice to play it on the Switch unless you're like, just playing it on the Switch.
Like you only have a Switch?
Yeah, like if you only own a Switch, like...
If you're
playing on the go, yeah.
Depends on your preference. Like, if you're a fan of the game, there's a lot of side quests and different things that you could do or whatever. A lot of that busy work is left better to not taking up an entire TV to do, and then you could play the main quest and listen to the score and all the other kind of stuff in your surround sound setup.
the side quests actually like mean something in the game. They're not just like fetch quests. So a lot of your I won't spoil anything, but a lot of your team, they flesh out their backstory through the side quests. So it's not something that you just shoot monsters, boom, finish.
No, like
Yeah,
legit. Like some of the side quests are
better than the
immensely
main.
well written. Like there was one where it was like I had to go find minor spoilers. I won't get super into details or whatever. But like one of the side quests was like, hey, we sent this dude out to this house. He hasn't been back yet. Can you go see what's up? And I was like, okay. And so I made my way to the house. I got to the house, and they're like, "Why don't you stay for dinner?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just did this dude come through here?" And they're like, "No. Why don't you stay for dinner? We have a lot of people come through dinner." And I'm like, "All right, this is a little weird." So like, I try to leave the house, and all the doors are locked, and they're like, "No, just stay for dinner." And so then like, you find out that like it's essentially a cult house, and you start talking to other people, and they start slipping. And like, I went into this girl's room, and she started like berating me and talking about weird candies and stuff, and it like just spiraled into this completely interesting narrative. And it was like, granted, it was only like, when it was all said and done, it was probably like a 20-minute mission, if that, and there was different ways to play it. But like, you got like this really good, well-written story, top to bottom, beginning to end, and like that 20 minutes just in a random side quest that you didn't even have to do. That's why I really like the game, because I love little random side quests that end up being like just these super interesting things. And the game has so many different. I was just walking around and some guy ran out of an apartment building. He's like, "Somebody's been murdered," and I'm like, okay. So I went in the apartment building, and the next thing I know, I'm like, it's solving the murder, like going through the guy's documents, trying to read and find out like why it was murdered. Just a lot of brilliant little stories like that in the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that just gave me an idea.
But wait, hold up. Before your idea, we got somebody right above. Before the idea, we got to introduce one more person. We got my man. Well, he doesn't go like Marlon. Marlon Gaming Nation is here. Marlon, my boy, what's up? How you doing tonight?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Good.
Your fly girl's boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know you.
And he's extremely tall, which I figured out. Marlon, tell everybody how tall you are.
6'7", almost 6'8".
Wow.
That's tall.
He's
almost
extremely
6'8".
tall.
Point
He's
guard.
extremely tall, which I didn't know. And he told me, I was like, "You're 6'7". He's like, "Yeah, he's 6'7". I was like, "Dang, dude, you playing NBA?" I'm not challenging
Damn,
you.
he's
to a
like 2
pickup
feet
game.
taller than you. That's crazy.
I'm pretty much almost, dude. But shout out to Marlon. Hey, good to have you here, man.
Man.
Good to
Thanks
have
for
you here.
having me.
No,
Yeah.
thanks for coming on, dude. Sorry for the whole mix-up earlier and everything. But
Yeah.
Shadow Fox, what was your idea, man? Before we kind of swing back over to some other people that what they've been playing.
So what Sean was talking about kind of got me thinking that, hey, you know, Nintendo is already experimenting with this now, and third parties are experimenting with this now, where you end up having crossplay, where you play a little bit on your Switch and then you upload your save to Steam or what have you, and then you could continue playing the game. So Nintendo obviously is going to start 10th generation at some point. Does Switch go away, or does it become the new transferring thing where you play on whatever the dedicated console part of it will be, and then Switch is your on the go? I guess that would be the feature. So you would start whatever game you're doing on the console, and then the dock Switch is waiting for you, and it's like, hey, you were here, so this finish playing your game and pick up from here.
But them actually fix the online infrastructure first.
What's
because
wrong with
that
online
is complete.
infrastructure?
Going between two switches is very hard.
Going what?
Going between two switches is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
What does that have to do with the infrastructure, though?
Because of how they have their cloud data set up.
The infrastructure is fine. You're talking about the features that you get as a user.
It's like back and forth between like console, like a Switch Lite and a Switch. It's not very seamless kind of transition.
You have to remember to download the data.
Yeah, but that's a console feature. That's firmware. That's not infrastructure. Infrastructure is, can you connect to the server? Are nodes talking? Are the CDNs available when you're ready to download?
You know when I
That's
go,
infrastructure.
when I'm playing Xenoblade here, and then I go to my room, I have to click that button. I have to press the button to download it. I mean, it's just, oh god, it's just so time consuming. Damn it!
I'm gonna be.
It's just.
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
God.
I'm gonna be picky about IGN
Nintendo does-
buzzwords because a lot of them are wrong.
How dare them
So-
make me press a couple buttons? It's just good Goodness gracious, damn it, that needs to be fixed, or I'm gonna have
Every other platform has it.
grabbing my pitchfork and storming Nintendo's headquarters for that one, man.
You mean every other console's firmware has it down? Is that what you're about to say?
Let's go and move on to who else has been playing anything new? Click. What have you been up to this week?
Playing Xenoblade.
Yeah, you liking it?
Yeah. No, it's been a lot of fun. I definitely will say though, there are just some parts, dude, where the AI just really upsets me, and I really would love it to just like, engage break with Shulk, then switch to Ryan or switch to Dunban or something, and then and then do the topple. Like I would love that kind of gameplay, and it's just frustrating. Like, again, I didn't play the original. Like, I love the fact that I'm just gonna say a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't look that good. Listen, if you saw the original, okay, listen, it is a godsend that this game even looks the way it does right now, because their faces were the stuff of nightmares in the original. And I'm
3DS, the best
nightmare
version.
A floating texture.
Listen, just, like their faces were just like, it looked like something out of like a painting, like a abstract painting. But anyway,
so better or worse than the original Nier's face, the original Nier character's face?
I didn't play original Nier, so I don't know.
I think it's worse.
She's never seen the original Nier.
Dude, she's
not hip to the argument.
I just suffered through Autonomous, so
Well, no, that game's way better than the original Nier, in my opinion.
Well, that's what everybody says, and that's why they're kind of like, what are they?
But you should check out the new
The
new Nier is coming out, Replicant.
Yeah, Replicant.
And that basically where they're
no, we need the old Nier, old face, old textures.
Yeah, it's not a complete. They're not remaking everything, but what they're doing is that they're just kind of like redoing things, But it's going to be the same game, but they're redoing a few different things, adding some stuff, better graphics.
Yeah, well, they changed the main character. It's not the old man; it's the brother.
Well, they already changed that though in Japan. The Japanese version is already like that.
The Japanese one looked nice, but we got freaking ugly face.
Yeah,
I like ugly face.
Well, no, the Japanese version. I think the Japanese version was ugly face too, but then they re-released it without the ugly face and then changed it from the dad to brother, and now they're repackaging it that Japanese version, but then kind of redoing it again. So
that's so.
I'd rather have ugly old face than Shulk wee face. So
I remember you were defending that, OJ. You were defending his face.
I was defending Shulk wee face.
Yeah.
Shulk
there was a stream where that happened.
That was the huge argument.
That whole game.
You were
was actually
you guys are
OB podcast.
You guys are all stupid.
That's why I'm here. I remember everything.
No, let me finish. Let me tell you the reason why. That's not what it was. What I was saying is that I said the graphics were trash. I was like, but if you look at Shulk from Smash Brothers and him in actual HD from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Smash, completely different.
Smash 1. There was definitely not, and you're a full-faced liar.
No, listen, Baron told me to pull up the Wii version because he wanted to make it look worse.
That's the one we were comparing.
That's because of the graphics, not because. No, that's because the graphics make him look like trash. Dude, Melia looks beat.
I'm sure if old
Melia
man
looks beat. Everybody looks beat in that game. Dumban looking like Doomban. Like they all look beat in that game. They're all ugly as hell.
Arguments
with because you were trying to show the upgrade from.
Bruh.
If you go from Smash and look at the Wii one, you're gonna be like, "What is this? Like the great value version?"
Like they have the comparison videos side by side on YouTube. You can go and look, like same exact scene. Listen, I'm just gonna say this to me is like how I feel the original game should have looked. But I get it. Back in the day, they didn't have the means, the people, the team. They were basically starting out on a limb, and it's their initial project wasn't necessarily like the easiest to get a hold of with Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's like I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking it, and again, I'm not the kind of person where like, yes, there's exactly too short of pixels on this screen for me to compensate for $60 purchase. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of this. Like, I don't care, dude. If
I like your troll voice.
If it runs fine, like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, this is the thing with the Switch at this point, and Nintendo knows it, right? They know that with this, you're not going for the most power. You're not going for the powerhouse because it's like the only handheld hybrid right now. And they know that until someone comes along with the competition, Nintendo either steps up their game for the competition or they move on to something else because that's what they've always done. And right now they have a corner with this market, and you got to compensate, for the power, but also with the battery life and all these things. But they know, like, you're playing this for a lot of people who don't just want to sit.
That's the big
They
thing
have to take it with them.
that people don't factor in is like you could up the frequency and clock speeds and everything like that, but you're gonna burn through the battery. So like, let's say you want it to have this resolution or whatever the case is, or it's gonna explode in your hands. It's gonna be like one of those two options. It's either going to explode in your hands, or it's gonna. I mean, look, and we've seen it before. Who has had cell phones that have exploded before because they don't do a good enough job with heat and sinking? Who has had a cell phone that has blown up in your hands or it gets really hot?
Left Samsung long time ago.
Why is everyone's phone blowing up? What do you mean? Take care of your phones.
No, like when you're playing a game, have you ever played a game on your phone for a long time?
No, I don't play games on my phone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you play like a high-end game on your phone, it gets hot.
It's a high-end game on my phone.
I play games on my phone and still
playing high-end games on my Switch.
I play Chrono Trigger on my phone.
Like,
what's a high-end game on my phone?
There's games that
use graphically is draining my
Fortnite.
Yeah, like a game like Fortnite that will drain the hell out of your battery. It will drain, and it'll make
or
your
Injustice.
It'll probably drain it.
I think
of the
someone
Unreal
even
Engine
said,
games will too.
like PUBG and stuff too.
Yeah. They get hot. They get super hot, and the battery just starts because the phones aren't built for gaming.
Why y'all playing on your phone?
No, we're just saying like you have to factor that in when you're making something portable. That's all we're saying.
I used to play
well, there's even the new MMO, the Dragon Raja game. I even tried that out, and it's a beautiful game on your phone. But dude, it
lags.
It's like, but it works for my phone. But the thing is, it's like my battery like usually lasts pretty well, but it chews through my phone battery like more than I've ever noticed with something before. So I mean, again, it's a trade-off.
Show of hands. Anybody know what the power supply rating is for the Xbox One? Just show of hands.
What?
Anybody know what the power supply rating is for the PlayStation 4?
About 35.
30.
No, both of them are well over 200 watts. So you have 220 watts.
Like a truck when it's trying to play a game.
It's 220 watts for the Xbox One, and it's 250 for the PlayStation 4.
Wow.
The Switch is 11 watts. So when we start thinking about ports and stuff like that and everything, it just blows my mind that we're even making comparisons talking about consoles that are not only old and dated, they have to use that much power to get anything that this other console is doing. So the inverse, as far as doing games or having games come to that platform, it really should be the lead platform. But they don't want to do that because that means they have to give Nintendo all the power back again as far as them being the market leader and what have you, even though they currently are right now because nobody's in the generation yet. So if they did, you would probably start to see some ports not run as well on other consoles because they have to take 6 people and port to Xbox One and have those extra 8 gigs of RAM compensate for the faster 4 gigs of RAM in the Switch.
They're not going to do that. What they're going to do going in, like, because like with PS5 and Xbox, those games, they sell so much on those systems, right? The Call of Duty,
and they already have a system in developing for them too.
They already have so you have to have those as the lead. What they should do is definitely getting guys like Virtuous and getting guys like Panic Button, getting them on board way sooner and investing a little bit more in them at the beginning so they can get the games out day and day, or at least make
more
it
time,
more
or big third-party publishers buy teams like that in-house.
Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
EA
used to have Tiburon in-house specifically for Nintendo consoles.
That's true. And so did Activision had a Nintendo team that did things just for Nintendo's versions. But they, after, of course, the Wii U happened, they were like, oh, well, F that.
Yeah, I was going to say,
why is it that Madden is not on Switch? That's what I just don't get. Like, some of the games
it's obviously not money. That's pettiness.
That's just being petty.
Why? That's just common sense. Like, why
that's
is
the
Madden,
same thing for Call of Duty?
It was on Wii U. Why the heck is it not on Switch?
Nintendo paid for it
on the Wii U.
Yeah, Nintendo
I think they had a 3DS Call of Duty.
That's a no-brainer. I mean, that's money right there. Play Madden on the go, play Call of Duty on the go. You know what I'm saying? Even though you could do it with the Vita a little bit, but
EA would never do it because there's Madden Mobile. It would cut into that. They would never do that.
That's more money. That's more money.
Some people don't get it.
It's less money to them because that means if you only pay for the game once, that's bad.
Well, it's free. It's free with microtransactions.
It's free, but then you got to buy the extra stuff.
Yeah.
You just gotta like buy extra helmets.
Microtransactions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play mobile games.
Man, I really can't wait for Skate 4.
I don't play mobile games because mobile games aren't real.
Don't hold your breath on that one.
I
Okay,
play Warface.
Yo, Marlon.
Skate 4 is coming. I
This
confirmation.
Skate is a Spawncast thing. We're not having any of this slanderous Skate here.
I'm slandering. Other
You
people are
got Skater
slandering.
XL next month.
No one cares about Skater XL or Sessions or
Skater
Skater XL is
Amazing,
The
and
bird
you
one.
need to try it.
Oh my
I
goodness.
legit-
Yo,
whatever it's called.
That's my most hyped game for July. Is Skater XL. Like I'm so fucking ready for
It's
that
been
game.
on PC for 2 years. Why haven't you played it?
Because I don't play computer stuff.
You got a new PC. You have no excuse.
Well, yeah, now I
Hey,
don't. But
Deadly
now it's just like, oh, I
Premonition
can just
2
wait
coming
another.
out.
It doesn't even
2
take
weeks.
much to run.
This PC guy. Let him play it on what he wants to play it on, bruh.
I can't
No, I
play
want to play Skate on my PS Vita.
unless
Yeah, okay.
Marlon, man, what you been up to
Yes.
this week, man? What you been playing?
A lot of PSVR. I've been doing a lot of collecting stuff as of late. Trying to recollect a lot of stuff that I don't have anymore. Like my parents got rid of it by mistake. So got 2 Dreamcasts last week, a white one, a black one. And then I had PSVR. I've been playing the heck out of that, repurchased that.
Is that
Playing
sealed?
some
It might be.
burn it.
It might be sealed. I'm not sure.
Cost a pretty penny for that.
Yeah. It was well, I got it for like almost $300. It was like $295. I got PSVR World, Blood and Truth. I just got Battlezone. And we got Firewall and what's the other? Farpoint. Yeah, so we got the gun because me and my girl we got 2 PSVRs. So we're playing the Battlezone online and some other stuff. So it's been pretty cool, man. Pretty cool to get back into VR. So I've just been doing a lot of PlayStation VR stuff and just playing a lot of retro stuff, really, because right now I know I have a lot of backed up stuff that I need to get back into, but just mainly like retro stuff. PlayStation. By the way, I just got this PlayStation 1 combo.
Don't hit your head on the ceiling.
Just got this bad boy right here for a really good deal. I think I paid like $120. So PS1 combo came in the mail.
Okay.
This is the one with the screen and everything. So,
Hey, there we go. I like it.
Hey.
That's
yeah,
nice.
That's a
pretty nice.
throwback.
Yeah,
That's a cool Vita.
That's a very large Vita. Very large
The
Vita.
Sega Vita.
That is actually really cool.
Marlon, don't dunk it on your spare time like usually we dunk it stuff practicing. Don't do that, all right, man?
I promise I won't.
I know the NBA season's been postponed, but when you get back to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just relax, all right?
Actually, I was supposed to play overseas, and then my parents was like, "Nah, we don't want you to go overseas and play." Then I played a little bit of college ball, a little bit, and then played like a little semi-pro stuff. So then after that, I went to school for computer tech. So I was doing that for a little while, for 5 years, and then start doing, journalist stuff back in 2006. Start going to E3 from that time until like
E3's trash.
I would say.
I wanted to go at least
Hey,
once.
I'm in the 90s. I'm
is-
done.
E3 is
I'm like-
fun when you hanging out and talking to people, networking and stuff, going to the parties and stuff. It's pretty lit.
Yeah, they invite
Yeah,
you to
I
those.
wanted
They
to
don't,
go
they
one
don't invite
year.
me to those. All
Where
right.
it's like
Yeah, it's lit, man. It's lit. And then got to work with Nintendo a couple of times, brand ambassador stuff. So it was pretty lit. But yeah, other than that, man, just doing a lot of retro stuff.
Cool. Does anybody else want to talk about what they've been playing before we get into some of the topics here?
Bug Fables.
I just been
Bug
go ahead.
Fables, Bug Fables, Bug Fables.
Cosmo.
yeah, that game is
Fables.
so fun.
It's
like-
amazing.
I love the dialogue. It's very cute.
Yeah. It
one of the-
probably is the real successor of Paper Mario, honestly.
I
It's
wouldn't say
out there
that.
doing
What
But
game is that? What's Paper? What's
wouldn't say
Paper?
that.
What?
Bug Fables? You're absolutely
Bug
Paper
Fable.
Mario.
Successor
Yeah,
to
it's
what
a
game?
really good game.
Don't say it.
What successor to what game is it? VC?
VC, what did you
Trap
say?
is the size of a black hole.
Hold on. Did you
Think
say the
about it.
successor
Super
of Mario?
Super Paper Mario is known
What
as
is
a black
that?
sheep. Sticker Star is known as the worst Paper Mario game ever, and
Hey!
Color Splash
What's
is
a Mario?
too.
That sounds like
Mario always
argument.
say differently every time.
Paper Mario.
But that's not the
I
point.
streamed it.
That's the Chinese
Check 'em
version. That's the
out.
Chinese version of Mario, Super Mario. That be selling out in the streets, huh?
Mario.
It's a Mario.
It's a Mario.
It's a
I'm
good
sorry, bro. I'm just messing with you.
Buck Fables is really good
say
though.
1,000 Year Door is like, I'm like, Super Paper Mario's there. Nobody listens. So
Hey.
and
I stand Super Paper Mario.
I like the
Nobody
story of
listens.
the game, but
so
aside
I'm
from
with
the
you on that
story,
one, man.
the gameplay sucks.
it's a hidden gem.
What about Color Splash?
That's
Just
even
breathe
worse.
a little
Color
bit,
Splash
man.
is where it went
Okay.
down. Well,
Man,
Oh,
I ain't
that
never been
freaking
more disappointed
Sticker
than when
Star.
I went to Video City or Hollywood Videos. I forgot who it was.
Hollywood
And
Videos.
I remember renting it. I was like, heck yeah, I got a
46
sequel
years
to
old.
1,000 Year Door. I'm gonna be RPGing it up. I've never
Did
been
you
more
not know
disappointed
it
in
wasn't
my
an
life.
RPG though? How did you not know that?
Bruh,
research?
listen, bro. I just saw
You got
Paper Mario. I wasn't paying attention back then. I was more
Y'all
focused
just
on
have
other things.
1,000 Year Door goggles. You don't see the, gem of
Yeah,
Super
take off
Paper
your
Mario.
1,000-year door.
No,
I was following that one when it was a GameCube game.
Super Paper Mario is a great
All
story.
right, that game is
but
great.
gameplay
Super Paper
wise-
Mario's an awesome game. I took off my goggles. It's great. It's fantastic.
Now you can't.
It's great.
You're
I love it.
sarcastic.
I love it. It's a great game.
I've been playing
Color
that Brigadier
Splash?
demo
a
too.
little bit of sarcasm.
Color Splash was okay. I mean, for a standalone game, not a Paper Mario. It was.
I hate
cute.
Sticker Star. I hate Color Splash. And Super Paper Mario, I just like the story.
Sticker Star could burn.
All
I
Paper
don't
Mario
care.
games been bad.
If I make,
Let me tell you about Bug Fables.
I make
Okay,
quote-
You bug-
Buck Fables is incredible.
It is
It's
a good
funny.
game. It's cute.
Paper Mario, Color Splash, y'all be hating, we getting cash. If anyone in here remembers that.
Bars.
Bars.
Bro, you out here? Yo, when's the album drop?
No, that was
Yeah, I guess
that was
you know
a song by
the
Obi-Wan. Nobody remembers that.
Obi-Wan, please.
Obi-Wan
I haven't seen
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
I can't
haven't
say
seen-
I can recall.
I don't remember.
I
I'm
feel
sorry,
stand
forgot,
by
I
that song
forgot.
today.
See, some people in the chat
Listen.
remember it.
Listen, Obi-Wan's still on it these days too.
PH3
one more
with the
time,
RGT
let's hear
better
those
than
bars.
Doja Cat.
That was like his review of
That's
it.
good.
We don't bring up Doja Cat in this stream, bro. That's your first and last one.
Yeah, don't let the TH3 also lose his mantra.
we don't bring up that. It's all right.
brought
We
up-
don't bring
who
up
brought
her.
who brought her up?
She's banned along with the
TH3.
other girl that I talked
Somebody
about
in the
earlier.
Why is
Oh.
she banned? What's she do? What's she coming here and do?
This is a black issue.
Wow.
Jordan, stay out of this.
Hey man. Hey.
Together with
Hey.
Got a man feeling like
No.
Drew Brees.
This is a black issue.
won.
Just stay out of this, all right, Jordan?
I support. I'm supporting. I'm chilling. We out here. Yeah, fuck Doja Cat. Oh wait, sorry, I cursed it. My
No,
bad.
you're good. No, you're good. I'm just messing
I don't know
around.
what we're supposed to do.
No, you can talk about her if you want to. Black people know what I'm talking about. We don't bring her up. She's disowned. Anyway, all right. So next,
I gotta do some research.
all right, we're gonna talk about Click went running up. I was gonna. Oh no, I already asked her what she's been playing.
that was smooth. How Miss Click just slid
went
off.
ahead.
No, you can come. No, it's go do what you need to do. It's okay. Come back whenever you feel like it.
That was smooth.
I was
That was
making
so
sure the-
smooth.
the
Oh, okay.
radio
She
was-
left because it was a black issue. Okay, I got it.
That was so smooth.
Tensions were rising in
I
here.
didn't know what to do. I'm like Hispanic.
My chair doesn't have nothing to do
He's
that,
like,
so I
I'm
can't do
confused.
that.
What do I do? I'm kind of like, I'm kind of brown, but it's I have some issues. But then again, I'm not exactly. No.
Get this one right quick. Real quick.
That was
No, we're good. No,
No,
I'm just
crazy.
messing around. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around, guys. I'm not.
No,
you guys can like Doja Cat. Like if you like her music or whatever, I don't care. So yeah, it's all good.
I don't know
All
who
right,
You know what happened?
let's go. Well, look up Doja Cat. If people in the chat don't
I'll
know
look
what,
up the
look her up, and
controversy.
then you'll see what I'm talking about. Look her up, the Doja Cat controversy. Just look up that, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
I missed out. 'Cause I don't follow on pop culture. VC, you're not on your job, man.
No,
You're
I
not
don't know
missing
what
much.
happened. Yeah, it's nothing important. It's not. It's just bad. It's just bad. No one should even be listening to her anyway.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh my gosh, dude! All right, so let me go over some donations before we get into some of the main topics. Shout outs to Matthew Hammond with the 100. Thank you. He said happy 100. Thank you, man. Bryson Warden with the 5, and he says, what did Bryson say? He says, this thing's all messed up. He says, episode 100 to play, or happy episode 100, VC, Stream Mercy, or The Lost Gems. Misclicked, Fringe, Destiny, Avedon, and everyone else, including RGT Mobile Games, can fan. LOL, JK. Thanks for the Switch vids, Sailman. So I think he's talking about you there, RGT. Ethan with the $1.99, who's still currently banned, says no Emperor for 100. Also, you trash at Mario Kart. But you're gonna stay banned, Ethan. Thank you for the $1.99. Troy Perry donated.
Is that the one that tagged me on Twitter?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Wants to kick you off Spawncast? My guy.
That's him. That's Ethan. He's 12 years old. Don't worry, he doesn't know what he's doing. Let's see here. Troy Perry with the
banned from the community.
$7.99. That says, I'm just here so I won't get fined. That and wrestling talk. Congrats on the Hundo podcast. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. Shout outs to Australia. Patrick Courtney with the 10 says, happy 100, bro. You mind asking everyone that first paycheck video game question, bro? That's going to take forever, Patrick. So we'll wait on that one. Bryson with the $1 says, Mandy, I apologize. Full mess up on my part. It's nice to have you here as well. And shout outs and Destiny in general.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so apparently you guys had something, so I guess it's good down, right? All right, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Claw, which is one of Click's super fans, did a tier 1. Thank you, Dr. Claw. Appreciate that. I always see that damn Cubs logo every. Tell this man to change that Cubs logo, Dr. Claw. You need to change that Cubs logo, that Cubs logo. But thank you for I appreciate that. Leo Aguilar with the $1.69 says, so who be getting EM cheeks clapped tonight? Whenever Click plays Tarkov, that's when the cheeks get clapped, man.
She's getting clapped, bro.
Yo,
Tarkov, she got clapped in Tarkov.
Well, listen, everybody gets clapped at Tarkov. Okay, that's just common knowledge. Like, you play Tarkov to get your cheeks clapped. Yes, it literally needs. At least we call it Escape from Tarkov the cheek clapping. That's what it needs to be called, dude. That's just
the cheek clapping.
Listen,
it sounds like something you find on the hub.
What I'm saying is Splatoon. What I'm saying is Splatoon 1v1. You think you're joining to clap cheeks, which in fact you are the cheek clappy.
Clappy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jordan.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So.
Click, you're no longer good at Splatoon. That's what I realized by watching your streams. You know, you don't play.
Bro, because I've been playing Xenoblade.
2 years ago, I would be scared of playing against you, Click. 2 years ago, I might be scared, but at this point, you cut your hair. You know, you did a bunch of other stuff. You know, you've done. You got a different camera angle. I mean, I'm not feeling the new Click when it comes to Splatoon. I don't really think that there's much there. I think you're rusty.
With guys that be like, oh, she cut her hair. It's like freaking Rapunzel and she just lost all her magic.
No, I think it relates to, like, if a girl, especially like they have longer hair, if they cut it like a certain amount, it means that like they may be going through something and stuff's about to change.
Yeah.
I do
that.
You know what I went through? Let me tell you. Okay, well, first off, listen, it wasn't like some Princess Zelda-ish where she's like, oh, I have to rebuild an entire country or whatever. No, my hair got freaking caught in my car door, all right? I closed it and my hair got caught in the car door and I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of my hair being down to my bum and it got caught in the car door. So you know what? I was like, it's time for a new chapter in life.
All right.
Look at all
I told you, there's always a reason.
Are you happy?
And somehow that coincided with you getting worse in Splatoon. So I mean, like that's just basically
her equilibrium.
I just I don't even want to play you. I don't even want to play you anymore. You're just so bad at the game,
dude. This guy out here, it's so good at deflecting. It's impressive.
All right, shout out.
I'm gonna go cut my hair because this is ridiculous.
I don't know.
It's been like 2 hours.
Yeah, my locks are literally lower back now.
Yeah, Avedon, you got really long hair.
Wait, are they? Is it really?
Yeah.
I've been growing out. Now I have a poof.
I've always seen you in a like a beanie. So
see.
Wow.
That's Thurman over here.
This man got super.
If you want to see something horrifying, I'll send you me of long hair.
No, don't do that. No, I'm joking. I don't care. TH3 donated $1.13 trolling VC. He says, this one's for you, VC. Happy 100, OJ. Hopefully you aren't 65 by episode 200. LOL. Well, I'm 46, so. They trolling VC because VC got 13th place in the tournament, so he didn't even donate $13. He's like, I'm gonna be cheap. I'm gonna donate $1. 0.13. Gucci with the,
VC's on good behavior tonight too.
yeah,
That's
he is.
surprising.
VC's been cool. He's been cool.
VC always donates $1. I mean, I appreciate it.
He's muted though, but it's all good.
I was typing before. I was trying to let everyone talk, and I'm typing to some people in the chat.
It's all good.
I'm trying to
VC.
let everyone speak. Let everyone speak. It's all good.
Gucci with the 5 says, "Congrats on 100, Ethan." God damn, Ethan. I don't want your donations anymore.
Yo, Ethan, send me your donations,
No,
bro.
I'm
You haven't
joking,
been to my
Ethan.
streams in like a whole week.
Yeah,
where you-
Send him
money,
the
Ethan.
Pokemon DLC. He's been dying to play it.
Sean with the $1.99 says, "Sean out here supporting the mobile game Vigor." So Sean out here, they're kind of roasting.
Vigor is it's a unique experience and a unique take on the whole.
No.
You know, yes.
Vigor's, I
games.
played it. It's not good. It's not good. I streamed it. I got lagged out of the lobby 3 times. Like
I mean,
things are popping up right in front of me, just as
guys
bad
need
as
to
the
stop.
Outer World support looked.
That
Like
was an open beta. Things are gonna get better.
You guys need to stop
That's
having a
great.
difference of
but not
opinion.
anytime soon.
Stop having a difference of opinion. You guys must think like the same stuff. Juice Man Vaughn donated $20 and
Well,
says,
if you talk about wrestling, then yeah.
"The Outer Worlds being a bad port isn't an indictment on the Switch or Virtuous. Let's stop acting like every third-party Switch port is trash because it's disingenuous. When devs focus their efforts on Switch ports of the games, good things have happened." So
All I heard is someone being way too serious about the conversation.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you can't say Virtuos is all of a sudden bad when they just did Bioshock, and Bioshock looks and runs great on the Switch. Like, I was like, oh shit, like this.
Well,
this
that's
looks
an older game.
Yeah. You also have to factor that in, but it's based on the remaster, which was the PS4 and the Xbox One version.
yeah, they upgraded it for the PS4 and Xbox One. So
And
it
it's
doesn't.
not. Bioshock is not an open world kind of game, too.
That doesn't matter either.
Come on.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
does, because it's like you
Why?
don't have so much stuff to load in. It's not like
Well,
you know,
The Witcher
open
3.
world.
The Witcher
On
3 's
paper, you
open
do
world
less
game.
because you're streaming technically per frame. That's open world games. That's a misnomer too. Open world games are not any more demanding than other games. I don't know where this came from or where. Like we keep getting all this terminology because we're hearing it from other journalists. Other journalists know nothing about how games work. We got to start listening to developers and how they make these games instead of these journalists because they're passing false information. Like we were talking about infrastructure earlier, and we weren't talking about infrastructure. Like these buzzwords are not right.
The
Open
damn
world, as in
infrastructure.
it's not like constantly loading in. It's
I get what
You
you mean.
know,
Like
already
the world,
there.
like the world is exposed to the world. Like kind of like Final Fantasy 7 remake is not open world per se, but it's like a world that you
Open
could.
end.
Yeah, but the
Open.
thing about
Bioshock is a linear game.
Here's
so
what
it's
Shadowfox
not,
is saying. Just because a game is like, let's say,
Yeah, I know what
open world,
Shadowfox is saying.
doesn't mean it's
Open
more
world.
like doesn't mean like this open world game is more demanding than Final Fantasy 7 remake because Final Fantasy 7 remake is not an open world game. Doesn't mean
It's
an open
not.
world game is more demanding than Final Fantasy 7 remake. That's what Shadowfox is
sense.
trying to say. Just because
I mean-
a game is
I
open
mean,
world
we
doesn't
just
mean
on
it's
paper-
more demanding. That's
We
all.
just
I'm
on
saying.
paper say that Xenoblade Chronicles X is a more demanding game than all of the other high-end
is.
open world demanding games that have smaller worlds, even though they
Yes.
have more, they might have higher res textures or they might have bigger render targets per frame. Like it's different ways to look at it. And you can make an open world game do very small things and still look big to you as a user. So
I meant like Bioshock is very
Is
linear.
that the reason why we don't have Grand Theft Auto on Switch?
Yeah.
I think
pettiness.
I personally
To
think
be honest.
GTA is like I think it's file size. I think that's
I
one
think
of
it
the
can-
big things with that game. Is
I
file
think it
size.
can run.
no, because file size
I
wasn't an
didn't
issue
know
on
it
Wii U
is.
either.
I think it can run. Shoot.
No,
I
it can
think at
run
this
because the
point
game's on
it's too late.
PS3, but
Yeah.
like it's on PS3 and 360. But I think it's file size. That's one of the things. One of the things. I mean, there could be.
Yeah,
If
I
it
can
comes
see
to
that.
Switch,
stuff.
it's not gonna be online. It's gonna be just a story mode.
Whoever the
So-
truth is in the chat,
No,
IGN and
they would
Digital
put it
Foundry can't
online
afford
on
me.
there.
Who needs GTA Online anyways?
They would put GT Online on Switch even if it was crappy because it makes them all the money. They would
Yeah,
100% put a really
Compress the
crappy
crap out
version.
of the files to get it on there.
The
File
online's not
size,
even
since
gonna
we're
run.
talking about 720p, it wouldn't be an issue. It should fit on a 32 gig
Bro,
card.
we need to get
Yeah.
through the whole.
Loving that 720.
We need to get through
We're
this.
going
though,
at a good
because
pace. We need to hit the like button. 400 people here. Smash
We
the
need to get through this
goddamn
because we're gonna
like
be here
button.
for 10 hours if we go at this pace. All right, so Nightshade with the 5 says, congrats on the hundo. Here's to a hundo more. Thank you, man. PUBG, thanks for the subscription. Dr. Claw with the 5 says, as somebody who jammed with Game Gear growing up, I'm fine with the Switch trade-off, not having PS4 or PS5 graphics. I want to go back to freaking 45-minute battery life. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Dark Link, I agree with him there too. Dark Link with the 15 says, hey, OJ, happy to see everyone. Shout outs, Marlon Gaming Nation, Avedon, Jordan Fringe, RGT, and PlayerEssence. Thank you so much, Dark Link. Icarus with the 10 says, PC aside, I actually think Borderlands 1 and 2 on the Switch is more superior / viable version. It runs great. Portability is great. And I think that it's fixed the drop rate. Okay.
And they've never played any other version of Borderlands, I can tell.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah. No.
All right.
You have not. It is PC, and then it's the Xbox One X playing it on that system. Those are the two top best versions of it.
Icarus, your opinion's wrong. Matthew Hammond donated $10. It says, "Where is?"
I do put a Dave Chappelle's like, we opinions, man.
I'm just messing with you. That's what I've been telling people like the whole night. You can't have an opinion. Where is Fridge Essence? Oh, Fridge Essence is coming.
When's it coming?
It's coming.
It's coming.
Ronald donated $1 and says, we gotta get through this. That's what Ronald says. Here we go. Another peasant pledge. 100 cents for being 100. Thank you for the peasant pledge.
100%.
This is stupid.
A dollar is a dollar.
1%.
Yeah, that's the whole different thing. We're not doing that here. Cinnamon the Hacker donated 5 and says, does Breath of the Wild load its world in parts and not all at once? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's a secret.
I don't
Monolith, it streams in.
I think it just streams in.
Monolith made it.
I don't know this.
But we don't know. Dr. Claw donated another 5 and says, did you all hear that Sakurai mentioned about how he doesn't like talk about games he plays in order to avoid starting Smash rumors? I feel bad that he can't talk about what he loves without getting.
Minecraft 1 said,
even though it sucks.
No, it sucks because he also said that he can't go on like TV shows with his friends. Because then there's speculation. He can't talk to his friends about that on TV shows or appear or anything because
he's famous.
And he's no. He's blaming us. He said particularly Westerners.
No, I would do it just to
he
troll
blamed
people.
us. He pointed the finger at us.
Why do the Westerners?
It is your fault.
Why is it always West?
Because people in Japan don't be doing that stuff to him though.
Well, we
they
don't
wait till the game comes out.
Yeah, how do we not know that?
Exactly.
Because people can
We
speak
keep the
Japanese and
community
people can
alive
speak English. We can use
How many people
translate.
keep begging for Goku?
No, okay, but it is kind of bad that he can't express himself.
God.
But that comes with the territory of being famous, I guess.
It is sad.
Yes,
well,
no.
yeah, yes and no, because I feel like there should be some level of respect. You're
Human
right.
But
decency.
the thing of it is,
I mean, I don't expect him to like I won't.
I see what man.
No, we're not sitting there. Yeah.
It's not like he's going out there like trying to drop hints or something. He'll just be like, I'm playing Super Mario Brothers 2, and people are like, holy shit.
Wait, Mario in
Brothers
Smash?
2. They're putting in, Birdo.
I would do that.
But you know what though? But you know what?
That'd be hilarious.
But I'm you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to say they're kind of put themselves in that fault because think about how like they reveal the characters. They made revealing the characters a giant event, kind of like how Nintendo made the Nintendo Directs, like some kind of big event. And now they put themselves in this giant hole of these Directs. So it's like you kind of have to kill that vibe for us that cannot do it as much. So I get it because they put them.
I've been still dropping things on Twitter, so
because let me tell you what I'm gonna tell you what reveal made every Smash reveal like epic after that when they revealed Cloud.
Yeah. I knew he was gonna say Cloud.
Yeah.
Once they revealed Cloud, that was it. Like U2 was hype and everything for Smash 4 and everything.
Mega
but
Man.
Mega Man was hype. Mega Man was hype too, but Cloud is
the
like
internet was broken.
Charizard is pretty hype. Let's be honest.
It's like
was not
Pikachu
by himself, so no Squirtle, no
Banjo.
Ivysaur. I was hype. No
I'll
Ivysaur
say-
to worry about. No Squirtle.
Banjo.
I was sad.
before Cloud, every person they announced in Smash was predictable. We saw Mega Man
really,
coming.
yeah.
We did not see Mega Man coming.
If you
was
think about
Cloud
who's in Smash prior to that, I could say you can see Mega Man coming. You got Snake and Sonic in there. You could see Mega Man coming.
I didn't see
Cloud?
that. I thought that was crazy when they showed. Well, the way that they showed him up, his reveal trailer was
His reveal trailer was
insanely
epic.
hype. Like
Yeah.
it was very good for his reveal trailer.
Joker was
It
pretty
was.
good.
He was huge
Nobody
though.
saw him
Snake,
coming.
I mean,
Banjo? I mean,
Banjo
Banjo was
good because they trolled us.
Banjo was
huge.
good.
I think Byleth
Banjo
was
was
the most
huge.
surprising. Because
Byleth?
nobody
Nah,
wanted
people was
Byleth.
pissed on Violet. People
I
was
wanna-
pissed.
I think
wanted
Violet was the
Violet.
most trolly.
Oh, I
Violet
wanted
was the most
Violet
trolly.
too.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
Violet,
yeah.
and she's my favorite character now. But all I'm gonna say is you also have to think about it
Another
this way.
Fire Emblem character?
More like
so many-
Violet.
There's so many
Hold
other
on,
better Fire Emblem
Click-
characters.
Let
that we
Click
have.
finish. Go ahead, Click.
You also have to think from like a PR marketing standpoint is whenever Sakurai does something, this isn't just affecting like his accounts. This isn't just affecting his numbers. This is also affecting traffic and involvement with all of Nintendo, because Sakurai does something, they're flooding everything else. No matter what Nintendo does, it's gonna feed right back onto them. So they also, you have to remember, people were emailing, people were spamming things, and they were having to shut down certain ways that you gave feedback to them. They were flooding support channels. Like, if you just don't feed that fuel, you don't troll it, then it helps kind of negate, and people are fickle. Like, they'll forget about it after a while, but as soon as something pops up, it's like, I gotta like, it's like the foamy mouth guy in Avatar. He's like, and he's freaking out, and then he's just going to everywhere he can. So, I mean, it's smart for them, again, like Avi said, it's smart for them to kind of just not to feed into that and to kind of like dip down a little bit, because, and this is the thing, this is the way it goes. Like, we have to realize you're not going to have hype. It's got to be hype, lull, hype, lull. We're definitely in a lull right now, and I think now that it's been delayed, it's actually even better in my opinion, because it's like, if you're upset that we're in a lull right now, you need to work
Screw
on
you.
yourself. Let's be honest.
I'm
like,
upset,
for
Click.
reason.
My life is
Check
in a
your
lull right
priorities.
now.
I'm upset.
I need something.
I've been in a lull for
At
25
first,
years.
I mean, whoa, okay, I'm sorry. Need a hug?
That's called depression, VC. There's medication
I'll
for that.
hurt
We can
you.
help you, bro. We got you.
I'm good. I'm good on
I
that.
got you.
So,
I
yeah,
got
I
too
mean,
many controllers in my house. Backlog.
you also have to think though, like there's people beyond Sakurai. Like, yeah, he is his own thing, and he, you know, to a lot of people he's God, but you know, he isn't synonymous, and there are deals that a lot to. He's God to people. He's daddy, like people that body
Daddy
pillows.
Sakurai?
God, come on.
That's a little
Are you
too far.
projecting something here? Are you projecting?
Those people are like
Daddy
a
Pac-Man?
tier-
Listen, whoa, hold
That's a
on.
little
Okay.
too far.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
I mean,
everybody calls
I
him daddies.
disagree.
I love
Go on.
Sakurai.
That
He
I
ain't
could call
God.
I
him
ain't
Daddy
disagreeing with you.
Sakurai.
Dad.
Mandy, you would date Sakurai if he asked you out on a date?
Oh yeah.
Then you be calling him daddy then, so what's the problem?
No, I think I can't call
Listen, you
anybody
just said,
daddy.
yeah, I would. So
Well, you get the intel on the next character.
So he did, he didn't take him
fell
too
right
far.
into that,
I would date Sakurai, and I'm straight. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
See, if I saw that coming, I would have stopped you like how you
wow.
stopped me before, but I didn't see that coming, man.
This guy
But
said
you
that.
wouldn't like
This
a
guy said that.
Dominican in Florida right now. So.
Oh wow.
I think we'd all
Definitely
date
sad,
Sakurai. You know, he has like a
Wow.
really cool car. He has like a black, like, I don't think it's like a Lamborghini or
rich.
Porsche.
Do you want to know why
he?
He's
Sakurai's so
loaded.
mad? Sakurai's so
Toby
mad
Fox?
at not being able
You guys
to
know
talk.
Toby Fox real quick? Toby Fox, the who's he? The Megalovania guy
Yeah,
or whatever?
Undertale?
Undertale guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Megalovania guy?
Yeah, Megalovania guy.
Not a Naruto character.
Composer, yes.
Undertale. He talked about Sakurai picked him up from the airport, like in his Batmobile. So I'm thinking it's a
Wow.
Lamborghini. It's a Lamborghini then. If
It's
it's
gotta
I
be.
would be like, what, daddy?
He's got McLaren, dude.
yeah, it's something like
McLaren.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something dope. It's something like super.
He deserves it. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
he's
all
making-
work he put in.
Work
hell
his
yeah.
butt
tons
off.
of
He
money.
would.
Deserves it.
Yeah, he's
He's
making
earned
tons.
it.
He obviously he makes a lot of
Yeah.
money from this.
Right.
Like, so
That's why I'm like, why you?
You don't
flip
deserve
over
Sakurai at
people
all.
Speculating on your games. I mean,
Yeah, people were speculating because
Oh my
of a
God.
purple and yellow chair, thinking it was Waluigi. I think that's the main
fair,
reason.
that was so
like,
I think that's the main reason why he
Everything
doesn't
is
West.
like-
you were
so
speculating,
dumb.
VC. It was you.
No, that wasn't me.
It was you.
That wasn't
It
me.
was
That's
you.
all of the Waluigi players that play Mario Kart with us. That's all of them that thought of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, it was you.
It was you, VC. We're gonna blame
Hey,
you.
I
You're
would
gonna
like
take the fall for
Waluigi
them,
and
VC.
Smash, but I didn't think it was from the chairs. That's for
Wait,
sure.
RGT, were you gonna say something about Sakurai?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't you call him daddy too?
Screw him.
You sure?
I was
you
just
wanna
looking
call
up
him daddy?
the car.
You gonna call him daddy?
No, I'm all right on that.
Are you sure? You
Yeah.
called him daddy before in our DMs. You called him daddy.
I mean,
Did I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Eh,
I'll fold.
You also didn't think I was on the show either.
I thought you were gonna eat
he
some
got
meat
you.
of the week.
Roasted. Well, let's move on to the next topic, guys. I got my
OJ,
ass
no,
kicked.
no, OJ, no.
I take the L.
Take the L. L's in the chat.
That's
There it is.
It's backwards because of the camera. It's backwards because of the
Take
camera.
the L. All right, I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna take it.
Make another one. Put it on the other side of the page and just do it backwards. No, possible there's an L on the other side. It
Oh
is.
man.
But on our end.
I tried to get RGT and it backfired spectacularly.
Yeah.
Did it come out good this time? It did. Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go, OJ.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're the homie. Let's see here. Let's get into some of these topics, guys. Okay, so PS5 event delayed. Who's upset?
I'm gonna put my hand up. You already know. You already know.
I mean, I'm not upset considering what's happening. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the bear.
Hey, of course, this is when he shows up.
Baron, I told
Where
you.
you hearing that?
Literally,
Oh,
talking
boy.
about Sony-
As soon as we talk about the PlayStation event, Baron shows up. As soon as
Here we go. Here we
Drinking
go.
He was watching the whole entire
That was
time.
creepy.
I think you gotta mod him up.
Here we
That was
go.
creepy.
he doesn't use
You
video
was
anyway. He doesn't use
Not,
video.
not, no.
You
Here
ready
we
to talk
go.
about Animal Crossing?
About my two favorite topics, which is clapping cheeks and dragging Sony. So you know I'm going to be up in there.
Everybody type Animal Crossing in the
The
chat.
clapping
You
is
know
coming.
I'm going to show up in there. All right, look.
Is that your new wrestling move, Baron? The
Hold on, wait
clapping?
a minute. This place is really thick up in here. We got Ultra
Lord. Here we
in the
go.
game. I like to see that.
No, here we go.
You know
What it is.
Youngest Mandy, what's going on, pimp? What's going on over there? Of course, we got Shadow Pot. We got Miss Clickety Click Click up in there, bitch. Okay, we got RGT too. That's hype. We got this Sony drone Marlin up in here too. Wow,
Only water.
I can't forget about my boy Avedon. Excuse me. My bad.
Wow.
We got undercover Pokemon and Sword and Shield lover VC in this bitch.
Yes, that's you, the one who got the game to play with yourself.
And of
And beat
course,
the game before OJ, by the way.
we have the man that masterminded
OJ.
this. We got the man that masterminded who put this whole
Jesus.
thing together, and that is
can't.
OJ. OJ, short ass, still swinging from that.
We got the Nintendo red and black in the background for soundproofing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
So
God.
you know,
Yeah.
but honestly, I was trying to eat my dinner, man. I just got through training, so I was trying to eat my dinner. Before
What'd
I
you
came
eat?
in here.
You
I
eat
actually
some
ate
Pokemon?
I ate vegan pizza today. It's very delicious.
So when are you going against Cody Rhodes for the TNT title?
Here you go with this, man. You can never let me breathe, dog. Can I breathe?
He wants the whole
Hey,
screen right
The
now.
dude just got off work. He like, yo, how's work?
Yo,
You don't know every
yo, Baron,
You don't
yo,
never let me
Baron,
breathe. Like VC asks me this all day, every day.
Baron,
It's like I can't breathe. Let me breathe. How about just wait and see? How about that? Just wait and see what
It's been like
happens.
3 months since you've been on TV, bro.
What, that's 3 months? It was literally a month ago.
VC, why is he gonna
VC,
tell us
type of
right
person-
now? That's a breach of contract, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Being
want
on
to
dark is a
spoilers.
breach of contract. Uh-huh.
Let me breathe. Man.
VC the type of person you start turning on the new Pokemon game 5 seconds in, he goes over your shoulder, how you liking it?
Wait, the same Pokemon game that he was gonna get?
Damn.
Y'all ragged
Everyone
on me
knows
all night tonight.
Is one
Everyone's getting it. I've been holding all this up for months now.
it is wonderful
Yeah,
to
it's
see.
been a while since you've been back. People have been begging for you. They're like, please, we need Jordan back.
People
No,
were really asking for you though, Jordan. Honestly.
No, they weren't. It's
They
lies.
were.
They really
That's
were.
true.
They really
No,
were.
that-
They really were.
Yeah.
begging.
Well, we'll
Begging for the
renegotiate
roof.
contracts.
Wow.
Y'all in the contracts? I thought this was pro bono.
That's what I do. I'm about to start charging Spawn with. If you charging me, it's gonna be like a pyramid scheme here, bro.
That's fine. Well, they still get
Ponzi
paid.
scheme or something like that. It's gonna be a pyramid scheme here, bro.
Hey, I'm Italian. That works out.
So Baron,
this-
what
this
you
is-
think about this PlayStation 5 event being canceled?
What you gonna ask
Or
me
delay.
first? You really want to do that?
Oh,
You really?
Lord.
All right,
Come
I'll
in
ask
late,
somebody
you
else
gotta
then.
be first.
Let's
Nah,
talk to
you
Marlon.
late.
You called Marlon a
Oh, wait.
Sony drone for no reason.
Oh,
So
no reason. You must have been watching this channel the last
I watch
month.
his channel every day, dude. He likes
you talking
PlayStation.
about?
He likes, but that doesn't mean he's a drone.
That boy has turned into the biggest Sony drone peasant on the planet.
Well, it's good for business. I'll say that, Marlon. Hey, go. his streams be late. He be getting hundreds of people in his stream, so it's good for business. Marlon, what do you think about the PlayStation event being canceled or being delayed? It's delayed.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be delayed. I mean, before all of this stuff that's going on in the world and everything, I was really looking forward to it. And I know a lot of people was asking about like if they were going to show the box or not. But I mean, I was really, really excited about that, man. Like, because we've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for months on this. And I'm like, come on. Finally, because Microsoft, I mean, Sony right now, as far as we know, they're the first ones to say, hey, we're going to show you true next generation games running on actual hardware. And I was really, really excited to, to see that, because on Inside Xbox, I was hoping that we're going to see, some actual gameplay. I mean, we got bits of gameplays here and there, but as far as like true gameplay goes, I was really looking forward to this, man. And I was like, with the whole George Floyd situation, I was like, all right, well, you know what? This is more important. You know what I'm saying? Like, people's voice needs to be heard. I understand why, they, had to postpone it and everything. But man, I was really, really looking forward to it, because I do know, as far as exclusive goes, I mean, we know about like, I think Spider-Man, they said it was supposed to be there, like a quick teaser. Silent Hill. What else? Jack and Daxter.
So my people I know close to this event stuff, you won't have to wait too much longer. They said it's probably not going to be next week for the event. It's either going to be the 18th or the 25th. It's going to be one of those 2 Thursdays. But the games are going to be crazy. Spider-Man is on a 50-50 for an announcement, but as far as I know, that is an official summer release next year, August or September. So there may be a teaser for that. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is either going to open or close the show with gameplay, and that's going to be a launch title. Nice. I don't know if they'll tease God of War. I don't know if it's too early to tease the new God of War yet.
I'm gonna take my headphones off because I like not knowing.
Oh yeah, she doesn't like the spoilers. But hey, I could be wrong. I'm just saying what I've heard and what I've seen close to people talking about it. So, but it's not too much longer till the show. And every time I talk to people, the same word they tell me: game changing.
Game changing. So, yeah. I mean, considering all the stuff that we've been hearing, man, all these devs praising the system, actually, I don't know if you guys heard about the whole Unreal Engine 5 situation that Epic had to rewrite, like the code, the source code to actually keep up with the PS5 SSD. So that right there is huge, man. Like alone. Yeah. So
don't get me started on the SSD.
So what?
Yeah,
it's a fucking SSD.
What you mean? So what? What you mean? So what?
Y'all kill me with this. What you mean? So SSD talk. Y'all kill me with this.
It's a game changer. Welcome to 2011, guys. Welcome to 2011.
What do you do? You got an extra little oomph in your SSD. Wow.
What's the next thing you got to talk about? With rendering.
What do you like?
Stop acting like an SSD. Welcome to 2011.
I love Marlon saying, so what?
So real quick, what's the fastest memory in the subsystem? Real quick, what's the fastest memory in the subsystem that you can write?
9,000
mitochondria.
Like what type of memory is it?
Mitochondria. That's
clearly. That SSD will never be as fast as main memory is. So you're still gonna have mitochondria. You're still gonna have the same problems, and developers are still gonna have to cache stuff and have it sitting waiting to be interpreted by main memory, and the CPU is gonna have to talk to that. And that's the problem that I have, because neither Sony nor Microsoft are talking about what type of CPU is in these consoles.
Can I cut in here?
They're avoiding it.
All this stuff is stupid. Like, let's just see the games. Like,
yes,
we can talk about all this logical SSDs and stuff like that. What was the most hype thing that Jordan said? Yo, Horizon Zero. Sorry, Click. Horizon Zero Dawn. If that's a launch title, that's more hype than sitting there and looking at this SSD and this thing and that
3D
thing.
Audio.
You're right, because SSDs have been standard since 2011.
The games are cool. I mean, and don't get me wrong, the tech helps, but at the end of the day,
gameplay.
The gameplay. We're gonna be hyped for the games. Like, it's gonna be strong. We all know it's gonna be strong. That's We expect that from Sony. We expect
How
it, but
much is
this
it?
whole bickering
Well, my-
back and forth between Xbox and
$500.
Sony.
I mean,
I
for
expected an
six.
SSD in 2013, but that didn't happen. So
I mean,
know.
SSDs are
If
cool.
you want to get rid of load times, make a RAM disk. That's the answer, and they won't do it. So
look,
Not that you
That's
know
more
of.
money though, right? Is that more money?
is that
To
more?
make a RAM
Is it
disk?
more money?
Nobody
Yeah.
knows about the RAM disk.
It-
We're gonna find out in a couple weeks.
At this
about
point-
the RAM disk.
You don't think that's
Having more GDDR6 might have been cheaper at this point.
I think they should have gone
An
with 7.
SSD? Okay.
And I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that one company actually did introduce a RAM. It was actually a cartridge. That company is Sega with the Sega Saturn. And look at those awesome 2D fighting games. Everyone wants to
have SSD. Maybe.
And look what Sega's doing now.
talk about the games you're
Fight,
missing.
sale,
so
fight.
Sa-
Hey, by the way, you guys
Saturn
can buy.
and
There's a
N64
book
had
on
it, I
sale. RGT, what book do you have
What?
on sale? Don't you have a book, a Sega book? You wanna let people know
Sega
about?
32X
Yeah,
complete guide.
Yeah, Sega
Available on Amazon right now.
That book.
Oh, go cop that
I
joint.
have that book.
Sega
I
Saturn
book
looks
too.
Jordan
good.
did a review of it.
Yeah,
Sega
I reviewed it.
used
I was like, wow, it's a book.
It's a book.
Saturn.
That book is amazing.
Sega Saturn, welcome.
Well, I mean, like at the end of the day,
OJ, where's your copy?
I'm
I'm
getting,
playing.
look, I'm getting the copy.
I'm playing.
As soon as I start caring about the 32,
Wow.
Hey, I went to college. I'm done with books.
Look, man,
I
that
read
was a good
book.
version of Mortal Kombat 2.
Hell yeah.
Stop dumping on
no, I'm gonna
32X.
no RGT. I'm gonna buy a copy.
Best home version, better than the
Yep.
Saturn version, because the Saturn version had the Shang Tsung issue when you would switch characters, it would have to load in game.
It went low.
It was the best arcade
I
version.
hated that. Such a bad problem.
If you played
I
as
never
him,
experienced it.
let's see, you didn't play as him.
Yeah, I never played 32X.
No, that was on the Saturn. The 32X didn't
Oh,
have
I
that.
didn't play. I don't. I don't play Sega. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I
Oh,
want
it hurt
RGT.
my heart.
RGT, I want you to
Sonic, and
sign
that's
my
gross.
copy. Can you sign my copy of the book?
Yeah, there's autograph copies on sale.
No, I want you to like. I
you
want to
can
meet
sign
you.
mine.
No, I want you to
Want
like
it
sign
fresh.
it right there. I want you to like write like to the best YouTuber and best friend ever. I want you to like write like a big old message in it.
Well,
And then the part where it says V6 after, right? On your
No.
book.
So I said like once we can start traveling again, like we do like spawn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm joking again. Like,
All right. Anybody else got something to say about this Sony event? Maybe Click. You haven't been talking about it. Click, you want?
Oh, I got something to say. I
No,
definitely.
Baron,
got something.
you can wait.
Oh, Lord.
you
can
said you
wait.
want to talk, Baron. You
No,
can
she
wait.
can
What
go.
is
She
it?
can
You
go.
wait.
So you
Bruh,
can
click
wait.
go.
Go. She can go.
You letting him wait.
I mean, y'all,
She can go.
y'all said all there was that need to be said. There's, I mean,
Oh, wow.
it-
What do I say?
it's unfortunate, but I mean, you can't really get upset about it. There's more important
Yeah.
things right now. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like,
But what do you want to see there?
can't take games with you. So
There are more
What
important.
is there anything you
things.
specifically want
But
to
is there
see?
anything that you want to see though? Click.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, Horizon, obviously, because it's one of the oldest games. We think
Mhm.
about kind of like on the leading line of the series. But I definitely want God of War. But based off of like the way that people have been responding, I would genuinely be very surprised if we do see that anytime soon. I honestly think that'd be something that they bring in around next year. And then, you know, like, to be honest, I don't really think that like I don't think they'll have too many incredible things, but for me, Horizon would be the game that's be like, all right, this has prompted me to go out and buy this, you know, early on versus just waiting, because I'll be one of those people, like, what I do for my channels doesn't draw on me buying it right away. I'm not taking it apart. I'm not doing unboxings. So I'm gonna wait till there's a game out that I want.
Would Horizon be that game? Like if that was a launch title, would
Yeah.
that be that game that you pick it up?
We can
Right
buy
away?
Oh,
the
definitely.
system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're
Yeah.
hearing rumors. I think you know, Marlon, maybe you covered this too. We're hearing 500 for it, right? That's what you're hearing.
Yeah, $500. But I mean, I think it's gonna be less than that because I know Jim Ryan was like hinting at value. Like he was like, it's not gonna be too cheap, but he's gonna try to make it as affordable as possible because we're in this recession right now. So I mean, early rumors were saying $399, but I would say the highest, I would say probably like $450 or something like that.
See,
Yeah.
what I've
That's
heard
a big
internally,
L. That's a big L.
internally,
That's a big
I heard
L?
both consoles are 500, but PlayStation, what they want to do
Mhm.
is it's 500, but you get 2 controllers.
I heard about that. Yeah,
that's the rumor I'm hearing now, and the only reason they're putting that in there for value is because Nintendo technically, when you buy a Switch, comes with 2 controllers, and they're jealous of that. That was the only reason I heard.
Or bundle it with like a game, like Godfall. I mean, Godfall is supposed to be a launch title.
I wish that'd be great if they had a game bundle.
Horizon Zero Dawn 2 bundle. You know, maybe 3 months of PlayStation Plus, kind of sweeten it a little bit. You know,
I think they can get if they do like a game, 2 controllers, and PlayStation Plus, like 3 months of PlayStation Plus for $500. I think that would be enough for people to just say, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think,
that'd be good.
I think that's fair.
That's fair.
I think that's fair.
Man.
That sounds like I would definitely buy it at launch, but I'm going to anyway. But yeah.
I mean, like if Horizon's there, I'll be honest. Like I'm buying it at launch because like work. Like if I wasn't like doing what I'm doing, I probably would wait because history has told us if you wait, man, it is so much better if you wait.
Yes, it is.
Like,
That is true. That is true.
Especially down the line.
Did you guys see the
2
bundles
controllers and a remote?
Like last year, it was like you get God of War, Horizon, and like
was
Uncharted
insane.
for like $199, like something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, left and right.
Yeah, it's like
That was a good deal.
Patience is always good, but I have none.
If you wait, it's just so much better if you wait, and you can get so much more value, especially with the PlayStation and Xbox consoles. But I mean, I'm gonna buy it. But historically, I haven't waited. Even when I don't have as much money, I've always tried to buy them as soon as possible. Whenever I see one game that I want, and I think the game that made me buy a PS3 was Heavenly Sword, and that game is.
That was a game. That was
That was it for you.
Yeah, it was.
Would Demon Souls make anyone buy it?
Pretty lit though.
I bought a PS3 for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it came out on PS4.
Wow.
You got
Demon
Demon
Souls
really?
Me 30 years old. I was like,
Demon Souls remake sell you the console?
You got debated, dude.
You got definitely baited by Nomura.
That'll be there in a couple weeks. You'll see.
I heard.
Hey, he's infecting Xenoblade right now, OJ.
It was Demon Souls remake, and I heard that they're supposed to have some other remakes happening too as well, which is huge. But what I want to ask you guys is backwards compatibility. Like, let's say for instance, if it's just PS4, right, and no PS3, no PS2, no PS1, would that also be like a deal breaker for you guys to buy this?
Yeah,
that's fine.
That would be like a complete deal breaker. We'll not even look at it.
This is the same audience that collectively does not like Wii U, even though it's the most backwards compatible console.
It's crazy.
Are you speaking for everybody, sir?
No.
I love the Wii U. I'm just saying in general that
we're
is.
talking about PS4 though. Like, I mean, like I think with PS4.
PS3 at least. I want to play some Persona.
I think like just PS4.
There's no way PS3's ever working.
PS4 is good.
It is never working in backwards compatibility.
But it's not going to have PS1 and PS2.
But okay,
PS3.
PS4 is like at least that because I have a whole bunch of PS4 games.
Yeah, it needs at least PS4. Yeah.
So
PS3 is going to be a problem as far as backwards compatibility goes. That's going to be the big nail in the coffin.
because of the cell processor. Yeah. But some Turkish retailer was actually saying that you could do 2 and 3. I don't know why they didn't list 1, but they said 2 and 3 you'll be able to do. And then the DualSense is going to have a touch screen. Because I know Hip Hop Gamer, that's going to drain the battery. That's going to drain the battery.
That is a bold-faced lie. Someone very close to the project has held the controller, and it's just a touchpad. It's just the same thing on the PS4. It's not a screen. There may be. That's not to say though that there may be a controller that comes out later with a screen. But as far as I know,
believe in those leaks, man.
They have
no, because the whole theory was they saw the DualSense in the images and they were like, wait a minute, look at the sides of it. Like it looked like you can actually lift up the
Marlon, do you know what that's called? That's called being delusional as hell. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. I mean because we know Sony fans are the most delusional fans on the damn planet. That's what it's called, being delusional as hell.
Dude, chill, bro.
No, what you mean chill? What you mean chill? I'm speaking the truth. You know what I do? I speak the gospel and I speak nothing but the truth, but the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I ain't sugarcoating
except for Animal Crossing. Except for you didn't want to speak the truth on that one.
I spoke the truth for Animal Crossing. I gave Animal Crossing his props. Doesn't mean Animal Crossing is still not a boring ass game. I'm not gonna sit up here and try. You're not gonna change my mind on that.
You got bodied, bro.
You're not gonna change my
boring ass game.
Wait, what happened? Wait. We're giving Baron his L. We're giving Baron his L.
Brother, when Animal Crossing comes for you, brother.
I don't give a look.
Let's bring Baron to some
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you like Chad Warden used to tell y'all back a decade or so ago. I wipe my ass with Animal Crossing. Okay, I don't give a damn about none of that.
Here we go.
Chad Warden, a classic.
I think physically speaking,
but it's a good
Baron, you added nothing but stupidity tonight, bro, on episode 1. You had nothing but just being a jabroni right now, bro.
Well, first of all, you didn't even let me say anything about the event, so
well,
I
then
had
say
to,
something then. Instead of criticizing everyone.
What? Listen, me and Marlon go back and forth all day. Me and Marlon
do,
cool.
but say
We go
something
back and forth all day. But it's just I just had you. Sometimes you just got to call a spade a spade. It's called being delusional. Like just call it what it is. Like
Here we
You're
go.
gonna get 360 windmill dunked on when
Baron, is the console going to launch this year?
Yeah, they both on launch.
360
Look,
windmill dunked on. That's what he's gonna do to you, Baron.
I'm put it like this, man. I'm gonna be like, look, that event. Bring your expectations down, bro. Bring the bar down. Bring it. I want you to bring that bar so far down that you can limbo under.
Dude, this event is gonna be crazy, man.
Is it gonna be? Should we bring it down to the Xbox level event expectations?
No. I'm gonna answer that for you, OJ. Bring it from Marlon's height to your height. That's how far it needs to come down.
Wow.
Okay? That's how far that bar needs to come down.
Okay, you gotta Team's over. Team's over.
Oh my god.
Man, you got whack-a-mole.
Bang bang.
Whack-a-mole.
The event is not going to be anything like Xbox.
Well, look, I'm gonna give y'all a reason why. A lot of people are just hyped for these sequels of these games they had on PS4. And if we look at the development cycle, it's just not feasibly possible that you're going to get these sequels this soon.
They're 4 years apiece, right?
Yeah.
You know, God of War came out 2018, so it's like it's not happening. They want to see God of War, they want to see Spider-Man, they want to see all this other stuff. The best you're going to get is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Release. Horizon is a launch title, or at best a launch window title coming out.
That's what I've been telling people, and people have been giving me all this hate. And I'm like, the best you're going to get is Gran Turismo and Horizon Zero Dawn at launch. That's the best case scenario you're going to get.
Demon Souls. There's going to be new game announcements. The event is actually going to be pretty big and have gameplay. It is going to have gameplay.
Okay. We going to
gameplay or tech demos?
No, gameplay. Like I'm talking about. Here's Horizon. We're playing Horizon. Like now, here's a whole level of Horizon being played.
That's not footage of cutscenes of people talking.
That Microsoft third party event was
that was terrible. By the way, that game Scorn, right? That we saw inside Xbox, that wasn't running on Xbox Series X. Yeah, that was running on a PC, a 2080 Ti.
According to who? According
to the
Okay. Okay. I'm just asking a question. This is stuff I'm talking about. Like this.
I'm pretty sure the devs said that, right?
I think when the publishers went to go see Xbox, that was probably the most informative though.
Here's my thing. I don't think people think there's going to be no third party presence at this event whatsoever. You are crazy. Like I don't understand. Like people think they're just going to get like 20 first party exclusive. Like no, you're going to get a heavy third party presence.
You're gonna get a good healthy mix of good stuff. No, there's gonna be gameplay there. There'll be CGI, but there'll be gameplay there.
I don't think Cyberpunk is going to be there because I think they're going to.
Cyberpunk is Microsoft.
No, yes, Microsoft has the showing off rights for that.
Yeah, and in Watch Dogs Legions, maybe I don't know.
That game could get bent.
Resident Evil 8. I think Resident Evil 8 is going to be at it.
Because I heard they're gonna show RE8 instead of Silent Hill, something like that. That's what I was hearing.
Okay, do you guys think Silent Hill's gonna be there? Do you guys think Silent Hill's gonna be there?
No, I don't think that's even real.
No.
OJ, why are you lying to everyone? You're 5'8".
But I don't know, man.
I'm 5'9".
There is a small possibility.
We have the stream footage.
There's a small possibility they're going to tease off the PSVR 2. The slated launch. Well, here's the thing.
I hope you're lying.
So the goal is to, if it is going to be announced, it would launch right after taxes and like they're in the spring, and it would it'd be 100% wireless headset.
Makes sense.
That's their big thing. So that's their big thing that they're going to push. I don't know if they're going to announce it now or wait closer to the launch of the system to be like, hey, here's an announcement. This is going to come soon. Because the goal is they want a holiday console and then another item to sell right after taxes come back.
Well, let me ask you this, Jordan.
Probably
What
wait
about
till the next Christmas to push that, though. I think.
Yeah,
It's up in the air. They can do it on either time. You know, it depends when it's ready.
Yeah.
Do you think Sony should really take advantage of like multicolors for the DualSense? That would be sick. Like with Xbox Lab, with all these different variations.
I would like to see that.
That would be sick. With the color scheme on that, I'll be man.
The console itself, I have not seen a picture of or anything like that, but I've heard that at least the base model is a two-tone black and white console like the controller.
That sounds.
But I am not 100% sure on that. We'll find out in a couple.
Did you say that's gonna be great?
That sounds terrible.
That's terrible for a white car. And how much dirt gonna be on that thing?
Everything needs to be all black and nothing but black.
Oh, bro. You do not want a white car.
But it has to match the controller.
Get back to the Wii and how dirty that thing is.
If it's a matte finish, it's not going to have those problems.
It still doesn't excuse it not being black. Everything should be black and nothing but black, and shouldn't even come in any other color.
That's right.
Sounds like a different conversation.
I had to.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry. This is what it is. It's all I'm being told, and
I hope D-Brand is there so I can actually spin it.
Here's the thing. Eventually, there'll be other colors. Eventually, it'll probably be all black. Eventually, there'll be like a PlayStation 1.
There'll be an all black one on day one because of D-Brand.
Well, I mean, if you want to stick up your console, that's fine.
Does it matter?
I'm not buying something that has any color other than black on it.
Why?
Because I like black. I do not like having any other color in any.
Why do you think it's sleek?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of a girl named Doja Cat? No.
I don't even know Doja Cat is.
I'm joking.
Never made an N64 in black. I don't think. I think it was just the jet gray. I don't think they made one in black.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like the N64 as much, because there's no black version.
Wow.
So you don't like anything before GameCube, then?
Jeez.
I mean that's
why
you
the color matter though. Like
my Nintendo 64
I'm just
is black,
boring,
though.
and I like everything black.
Okay.
Okay, so Master System, Sega Gen.
Black is boring now.
So
No, not necessarily. Just the color scheme on products.
We should be giving away games. I haven't given away a single.
Yeah,
game.
let's drop them in. Let's drop them in.
We have plenty to give. Let's give them out.
Yes, we have lots of games to give away.
All right, we should move on to the next topic. This topic's trash.
The next one's actually trash. This one was good. I like
talking about the Sega
PS5
Mini.
event.
Sega Mini,
Oh,
boys and
the
girls.
one.
Oh man,
Nice.
Game Gear Mini.
We're gonna start from the top and then work our way across. Avedon, what do you think? Go ahead.
Man, my hands are too big. That's what I think about it. My hands are way too big for it. So
wow.
Yeah,
that's $50 a pop. At least from what we know, $50 a pop. 4 different colors, 4 games a piece.
Try to read that dialogue. It's gonna. Oh my god.
Like there's like a magnifying glass thing that you can buy with it to play.
You have a magnifying.
Yeah, magnifying.
And this is actually real.
Now, is the magnifying glass free with that $50?
No, I think you got to buy it.
We gotta buy that.
Sega, I'm disappointed at you. Sega, you're a disappointment.
A Tamagotchi, basically. But how do you play Sonic?
How do you play Shiny?
Never played Sonic.
Just like press one.
So tiny. Jeez.
Kawaii, I guess.
You have to have little hands, maybe. I mean, I don't even know how my hands. I've got. Yeah,
I have
misclick hands. Yes.
I have little hands.
Yeah, I have big hands. So
I have big hands.
Yo, you thought Joy-Cons
I
were
control
small.
a basketball in my hand, so
Yeah.
If you have a problem with the
Same here, but
Joy-Con,
technique though.
you're
Technique needs
not
to
gonna
study
like
fingers.
it.
Claw grip.
I gotta
What's the
create that little
problem
suction.
with the Joy-Con?
yeah, right. Spider-Man around here.
Yo, Alan Wake in the chat.
Alan Wake.
Yeah, Alan Wake.
I'm just gonna be dropping them in the chat, guys, like over the next 30
Yeah,
minutes. Or
over 20 codes, guys.
Over
You
20
don't even warn
codes.
them?
Open up your Steam.
Well, I don't.
Everyone's like,
Ready?
rush it to Steve.
I don't.
Eddie's like, I
Alan-
want an Alan Wake, dang it.
Alan Wake confirmed for Smash.
I don't know why they made it.
He would have some cool flashlight powers. He'd be like, ha!
Dude, Alan Wake would be kind of dope for Smash.
That'd be
I mean,
dope.
he'd be alright.
He really would.
I want to get
Gentlemen,
RGT's opinion though. RGT,
Someone took that code so fast.
what's your opinion, RGT, on
Damn.
on
I actually
this,
don't have that game.
Sega deal? Sega gaming
Why?
deal.
Why? It makes no sense.
Make it a little bigger.
I agree.
It's the most bizarre thing. It has 4 games on it. 4. How are you going to play RPGs on the if you buy the red one? How are you going to play the Shining Force games on that small ass screen? Like it's too tiny. Like I honestly don't even think it's going to come stateside. I think that's going to be a Japan only exclusive and it'll never
Yeah,
come
Has to be
stateside.
Japan only.
Like everybody rides on the train and whatnot.
Play it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It has to be Japan only. There's no way no one's buying that here.
Y'all
My
missing.
watch is
You'd be
bigger
surprised.
than
Dark
it.
Souls 2, okay.
Y'all missing the obvious, man.
Dark Souls 2. What?
Yeah, Dark Souls 2. It's also the
I'm gonna
ultimate.
jump on that.
Y'all missing the obvious reason on why they made it, man.
Oh, here you go.
What's the obvious reason?
Here we go.
Here we
I'm
go.
telling you, man.
Damage control.
Bruh, look. Oh, I'm not damage controlling.
Honestly,
People are getting this code so damn
Let
fast.
him speak. Let him speak. What you gonna say, Bear? Why they make this?
I'm gonna tell you why, man. Look, trust me, this was all pre-planned. Now that thing is really small, right? And I know most Americans can't play that thing. Most Americans can't play that damn thing.
Nobody can.
But that's the thing. You see, I think they planned it for somebody else besides humans to play.
Okay.
Man, get up out of here.
Okay, go on.
No, let me hear him out. Let me hear him out.
Think about it now. See, we got confirmation of UFOs not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, right?
That's true.
Here we go.
So Sega's probably
Far left and far right, all in one podcast. Here we go.
Sega is look. This is a wild theory now. This is a wild theory. Just listen to look. Sega probably knows that they will be coming soon because you know they coming.
Well, that's what happens in July.
So they just trying to get their product ready for when they show up and make some money.
The intense training and getting brain busted,
Bearing in the grave.
Being so disappointed from the Xbox event. It was like the 5 stages of grief with Baron right now. Maybe you'll come to the 5th stage and know the realization. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, Baron?
It's like Game Gear probes.
Very entered.
That's the only thing I can come up with that makes any sense about this dumbass announcement. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Listen, it's as simple as this. It's a keychain attachment. It's all it is. You attach
It's
it to a
$50
keychain.
though. Like
Yeah, a $50 keychain. That's exactly what it is. That's what Sega
Yeah.
would do. This is Sega
Sonic
responsible.
game. Gross. I would never.
But I think it's kind of like a collectible, right? It seems like it's like a collect, like for Sega fans. That's what it seems like.
Better
Yeah,
be
I
good
mean,
quality.
Yeah, people are
McDonald's.
I would have been okay with a Dreamcast Mini or something. You know,
Word.
like,
Make it a little
That'd be
bigger.
lit.
Not like the Game Gear though.
I mean, the Game Gear has a really good library of games, especially third-party games, because there were ports of what came out on the Master System in Europe, because Nintendo had that stronghold on third-party games on the NES. So a lot of those awesome Master System third-party games, like Batman Returns,
Okay,
Lego.
that was hard.
Aladdin,
That game was terribly hard.
You should have
Aladdin?
made
And
it.
I'm
Yeah.
upset again.
but yeah, those
Aladdin and Lion
Jurassic
King
Park-
hard.
What were you gonna
Yeah,
say, man?
Jurassic
Lion
Park.
King was mad hard.
Mandy said you said Aladdin, Mandy.
Oh no, I was like Lego Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lego Lord of the Rings is one of them.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah, we got a
Taste
lot.
my
We got more codes coming, guys. So just
Are you still like
There's
the
like
Lego
16
Star Wars
more,
games?
right?
Those
yeah,
are
there's
good.
like I think I gave away like 5 or 6. So
60.
Dang.
yeah, we got more coming, guys. So just pay attention to the.
We
chat.
got a lot of games.
Yo, better be smashing like button. 450 viewers? What are we doing?
Where'd you
But
get
you know,
all
you know what's
What about does this interest you at all? Click this Game Gear thingy. Have you seen it?
I mean, it's cute and it's tiny, but I mean, it's not.
Get it for your
something-
cat.
That's
It's not
the
too
thing,
hard to play it.
like he'll, maybe I don't know. If he starts playing it though, I'll get really scared. I think it's cute. I just only really see an appeal like for people maybe who collect.
Like I want one. I obviously want one.
Well, yeah, but you have
There's
an
the
arcade in your freaking house,
Yeah,
John.
but-
Like,
I mean,
know?
I want the black one because the black one has by far the best library variety. I
Yeah.
feel with Outrun and Puyo and Sonic and whatever
Yeah.
the other game was.
I want the red one for aesthetic.
I want blue because it's blue.
I'm probably gonna get it for the same reason I got the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, like, I mean, I bought a
It's still,
PlayStation.
It was
I'd rather
10
get
bucks.
I'd rather get a Happy Meal toy.
So
because
to
it has
hack
more
it,
content
that's why you're getting it. I got it.
Oh, I haven't touched that thing. It's still
Lord.
sealed.
it just
Haven't touched
seemed, what is it, like 46 a piece or something like that?
Something
Yeah,
like that. It'll be
when
like
you
50.
translate it, when you translate it from yen to USD, it's 46, but more than
Okay.
likely,
Probably
if it
50.
releases in the
50.
States, it'd be 50.
Yeah.
Mm.
It just seems to me, it just reminds me like these things that you see on Wish, like Wish.com.
Oh my gosh.
But because it's
Oh
like
my
a Wish
God.
license,
Yeah.
everybody's like crazing out about it. But it reminds me of like the things you'd see on Wish, like that's not legal, but hey, if
I
you
mean,
like it, that's fine.
I got a nice, deck of cards from Wish for free.
Oh.
I've never used that site. I see it all the time.
You really, yeah. I mean,
Great.
You're not missing.
side
It's
tangent.
like
you
eBay
you
with no rules.
You really you have to research every single purchase. There's a lot of like secrets to doing that, and you can get a really good deal. But like, nah, dude, this is like stuff that you see that how like thousands of people bought it, and then all the reviews. This is a scam. Well, what were you expecting?
Bruh.
Yeah.
You gotta read.
You're solid 5 in the chat right now.
Yeah,
No,
actually, I have to go.
no, literally, they're disappearing the moment you're dropping them in because I already checked it. So it disappeared.
Why are you
to-
trying to claim them?
I have to go.
Hey,
over some
I don't have
information.
Metal Gear Solid 5. That one I
Solid,
had to
this ain't
look
for
at.
you. This is for the fans.
Hey, I am a fan. I'm a double member.
No, you're
I'm
a
a member on
podcast
YouTube and a
for fans.
patron. I
It's
have a right.
VC, man. Are you surprised?
No,
Hey.
I'm not. But I'm just trying to knock some sense into
All
the
right, let me-
kids.
I'm gonna claim
Hey,
my
hey.
own code right here. I'm a fan of myself.
Wouldn't it be better if I tried to claim the code over
Hold
someone
up,
who
man.
isn't
Y'all,
even
y'all forget who
watching
we
as a
talking about.
member?
We talking
of
about the
channel or
man that hated
subscriber?
the game but played 100 hours of it. So
This
come
dude
on.
played 2 overtime work weeks worth.
Yeah, I haven't played the game
100
since
hours
January
game,
because the game's that bad. That's how you know that game's not good.
You say your ghetto PC can't run it.
Yo, my ghetto PC can't highlight the code fast enough. That's the real issue. That's why I'm always missing it.
Hunter, chill, bro.
He ain't wrong.
Damn,
he ain't
Samus
wrong.
players
I have
always
to
got
run
some
my-
witty
I have to run my
stuff.
bit rate
This
at
man, Don,
2,800.
anything's better than Death Stranding. Anything. That is the worst game ever made.
Oh, God, don't do this here.
Hold on.
Look at Click's face. Look at Click's face.
We got 2 stats in there. 3
I
stats.
have one question before Miss Click totally destroys the fans right here. No, hold up. Before Miss
Go
Click
ahead.
destroys the play, ever since I disappeared from the podcast, has he become the hot takes person? Is this the hot takes guy now? Because that's way off base.
Man.
You're about to get an ass whooping right now from Miss
Hey,
Click.
bro, you ain't said no lie. I'm backing you up, okay? You ain't said no lie.
The worst game of all
We
time.
are not entertaining
the worst
this.
game of all time.
Death Stranding,
Come on,
look,
you know how
You can't say it's the worst of all
It's not the worst of all
Yes,
time.
it is.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's
No.
a walking
Exists.
simulator.
Game is good. Game
No.
is good.
Nothing dethrones
Okay,
Superman
game is
64. For
No,
now.
Superman
nothing
64.
dethrones WWE 19, okay?
Bad.
I mean, let's talk about
WWE was
Dr.
bad.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle.
WWE 19.
I mean, like,
Come on.
yeah, there
They're
are.
entertaining.
Lord.
without bad
Hey,
blood.
hey. I
Death
like some
Stranding's
parts of
just
the Crazy
boring.
Castle.
Oh no, sorry,
part.
Bugs Bunny. No, not Crazy Castle.
Bumble.
Birthday Bash. Bugs Bunny's birthday bash
okay.
is
Yeah.
absolutely god awful. They tricked so many kids, myself included, in the 80s and 90s into buying that game. Hey, you have your own personal birthday with Bugs Bunny. It wasn't a birthday. They were psycho. Like they were crazy. And when you beat the game, it was all just a joke. Oh, we were just playing with you, Bugs, while we were trying to kill you. No, screw that game. Screw all the Bugs Bunny games. They tormented me, and I loved Bugs Bunny when I was a kid. Those games sucked. Those are the worst games of all time. Death
That was
Stranding's 10
personal.
times better than those. Yeah, damn right it's personal. I like Bugs Bunny. Damn right it's personal. I like Bugs Bunny. And
Hello,
these
OJ.
crappy
Like Bugs
games.
Bunny. How you feel?
And these crappy games from Looney Tunes, LJN and Looney Tunes, screw all of them to hell. Because I would spend my days. This is why I turned out the way that I turned out. I spent all my days playing these stupid Bugs Bunny games.
You need some help.
There was
LJN
OJ, I got a question. I got a question for you.
Should have been playing
Oh
for.
Lord, here we go. Here we go.
I got a question. You love Bugs Bunny, right?
No, I don't.
You seem pretty. You seem pretty passionate about it, man. Just relax, dog. Just relax. Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
Relax, man. Don't
You don't-
hulk up. Don't
you don't
hulk
understand.
up.
You don't understand.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Is this still about Game Gear? Like I'm.
I'm trying to figure out. Do you love Bugs Bunny more than you love Dora the Explorer?
I knew it was coming.
Some
Some lame ass joke was coming.
Bruh.
Oh god.
They're in
No.
black.
Never mind. Never mind the massive difference in when those franchises
OJ.
came out.
OJ, it would be the 100th episode if we didn't talk about it.
Look, listen, bro.
come
I'm
on,
the only person on here with
OJ,
a kid. Does anybody else have a kid here?
OJ, I have to ask you
Anybody
a
else have
question now,
kids?
though. I do.
I have a
do.
kid.
I have not got kids.
But yo,
I got
OJ, I do have a question for you too.
Everyone.
But OJ, what are your favorite vitamins?
Vitamin D.
Yo, I get them at the, you know where? Hey, Abaddon, you know where I get them at the 17th Market, bro. Like that's where you go, bro.
I know. Yeah, I know.
17th in the corner, I get it right there, my man.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all caught OJ slipping early and nobody caught it. He always said he said he would marry Sakurai, so we know he'll take the vitamin D. We know that.
Oh man.
Wait,
Hold up, time out. I never said I'd marry Sakurai. I never said that I'd marry him. That's you. That's like you got
You say you go on a date.
a couple too many times. I said I would
Date. Whatever.
date.
Same
Never
difference.
said marry.
I mean,
Never
hey,
said marry.
OJ,
Never said
it may be fine.
Interchangeable these days.
Aaron's favorite movie is still The Wood.
marry. Yeah,
so.
that's
It
true.
is.
Oh my god.
Barry's favorite movie is still the word. That's true. It is.
I like the movie This Is the End. That movie's good.
Hey,
I think
oh,
it's
this is a movie podcast now.
No, this
Yeah,
is supposed to
tell us
be, we're supposed to be
the
talking about
movie.
the Game Gear. That's what we're supposed to be talking about.
I like, movies.
We all
are,
talked
really?
about it. We all thought it was dumb. So I mean, what else you want us to say?
I don't know. Anybody else have anything to say? We can go on to the next topic.
It's
I
painful to me. I just
personally,
like that library is
Honestly,
decent.
it's horrible
and
library.
It's being disrespected.
Yep.
So I don't, and I can't hold that thing. That's not happening. So,
It would have been
Yeah.
nice if we got a brand new Sega handheld where it just had a bunch of the old Sega games and even some of the newer ones on the newer consoles like GameCube, PS2, Xbox 360 on this handheld, like 200 games, $200, sell it.
I mean, or just re-release the
That
Game
makes
Gear.
too much sense for them.
Yeah, but like
I
that would
would
be at
buy
least
an
a
old Game
smart
Gear again.
idea. Like people would actually buy it, and then it'd be a competitor for the Switch. Not like a real competitor, of course, because it's only Sega games, but something.
I would buy one with an upgraded processor, so it's smaller and whatnot, so the battery life is better. I would get one of those. Like if you just shrunk that down to like the correct portable size, like say like this or what have you, I would do that. I would do that, and you know, you use SD cards or whatever kind of cartridges.
4 games for it's a collector's item. It's not anything.
Yeah.
It's not
happy
taken
deal.
serious,
It's not
unfortunately.
anything to take serious. But all right, we're gonna move on to the last topic. Then we'll get into donations at the very end. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate you, homies. All right, next up is The Last of Us Part 2. They had the
Oh God!
Oh Lord. Here we go.
Can we
Here
not
go.
even The Last of Us
Oh,
Part 2?
Jesus.
It got a freaking state of play, which I think personally, Sony's state of plays. I like the single focus game state of plays. I think that they're much better because they have better games, which I was saying from the beginning. I was like, yo, these state of plays are kind of trash at the beginning, but I'm like, when they actually have better games to show, they're going to be better state of plays. And I think they're doing a good job with them. Yeah, they're kind of robotic, right? Because you don't see anybody or anything like that. It seems like like the Lincoln Park, I guess, like it's like a corporate brand type of deal. It's still good, but it seems like it was put together, like it wasn't like people just coming together naturally to think of an idea, but it's still good. So I see it like it's Lincoln Park. Still really good, but needs some life in it. But what do you guys think about The Last of Us Part 2? State of Play. I thought it was
Hit
good.
the like button.
No spoilers, guys. Please in the chat. No spoilers here. We're just talking clearly about The Last of Us Part 2 State of Play. So Marlon, let's go to start off with you. What'd you think about it, man?
Oh man, I was literally blown away. Honestly, when I saw the gameplay, I was like, wow. Like literally, I'm like, is this it right here? The ending of the PS4. We're getting visuals like this. We're getting gameplay like this. I'm like, wow, this is just mind blowing. I was just blown away the whole time. And the whole thing with the story, like as far as like where they started the whole State of Play from, like right there, it was just like, okay, I can kind of understand why the gameplay is the way it is, but everything is just mind blowing. Graphics, gameplay, the shooting. I mean, they added the jump, so you can jump. You have more areas that you can explore. Game of the year, man. Game of the year. I'm just gonna say that right there.
Game of the year.
I'm calling it game of the year.
Oh my god!
I'm
Game of the year because you can jump.
No.
I mean, God of War got Game of the Year, and you couldn't jump in that game. So I mean, like,
Exactly. I mean, just overall, man. I mean, just overall. I mean, the story, the graphics, the gameplay, the sound, the production. I mean, this is Naughty Dog's best like game they've ever made. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you think this is gonna be better than Uncharted 4?
Yeah,
I thought Uncharted 2 was the best one.
Yeah, Uncharted 2 is...
Well, Uncharted 2 is my favorite.
Like,
Uncharted 2 is my
Hold
favorite.
on. Is that with you knowing spoilers or not knowing?
not knowing spoilers.
Okay, so valid. Jordan over here disagrees, but he knows spoilers. I'm avoiding spoilers too.
Gameplay-wise,
Okay.
gameplay-wise, the game looks fun, and I'm excited for it. Gameplay-wise,
that's all I care about because the story is I don't really
visuals.
care about it.
Put other things to shame. The visuals are incredible, and what they've been doing are unmatched right now. And kudos to the whole team.
Yes,
that's all. I'll leave it at that. I'm more excited for Ghost of Tsushima still now, but Last of Us 1 still an incredible game.
That's sort of my thing because I'm kind of weird because I know a lot of people when they played the first Last of Us, they're like, "Oh my god, this is the best story ever! It's so great." I didn't give a shit about the story. Like, I thought Ellie was annoying. I was like, "Why is she able to kill people, but like she gets in ankle high water and she's crying and can't do anything?" Like, I love the gameplay in the first game. Like, oh yeah, she can swim now. I thought the gameplay for me was the draw of the game more so than the story of the game. So like the spoilers, like I've read some of the spoilers and I haven't gotten like super deep into it. And if that is the case with the game, whatever, like I'll still play it because I'm looking forward to the actual gameplay. And what we saw gameplay wise from that presentation was very good. It looked like I wanted it to look. It looked like a proper advancement of the first game. They improved upon things, which is what you want in a sequel. So,
Bless you.
I'll say one thing about the spoiler that I don't like was that...
No, wait, hold up.
No spoilers, man.
No spoilers.
No, I'm not going to talk about the spoiler. I'm just saying that in the first game, spoilers for a very, very old game. But in the first game, they touched on, or they tried to hint at Ellie being immune. So I'm like, why are you doing what you're doing if you went out of the way to do that in the story? And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just going to be a shooter, and I'm just going to max out the skill tree and have fun doing it.
Wait, what?
So that's...
okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I mean, they could retcon it, but at the same time, it's like, I would never.
Boy, it's gonna be a crap show in 14 days. I can't wait.
That might have been one of those things they overwrote themselves and they couldn't write themselves out of it.
Oh, if you only knew all the behind-the-scenes drama that happened to make this story happen. Holy crap.
I read enough.
What were you gonna say, Mandy? What were you gonna say?
I still need to play part 1.
Play it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, go play it.
It's a 10-year-old game. There's no spoiling.
Honestly,
okay, fair enough.
It's not super long to get through.
What he just said, it was like you pretty much find that out right away. So it's not like any. Like,
I mean, like the game is.
You should play it though. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The first game is genuinely a fantastic.
They hinted at, I think, like an hour in.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Marlon. I saw that Marlon, you were doing the grounded stuff. on your stream?
Yeah. I was doing Grounded. Man, Grounded is so cheap, dude. Oh,
It is.
it's so freaking cheap. I mean, oh my God, it's a rage fest, you know. But yeah, I was trying to, beat it before, part 2 comes out. But yeah, man, I'm a diehard fan, and just when I saw the gameplay, because they were doing those like inside story type of thing with the devs and everything, and they just talking about all the stuff that they've been doing and how smarter the AI is, and it's just, oh my God, I just can't wait. It's just crazy.
AI smarter?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
like
okay.
if you're on, like
You must
like
have watched 2 different things. My bad.
oh God, Baron.
So Baron, what was your thought on that, Baron? Since you don't like anybody else's thought on it.
Okay.
I didn't say I didn't dislike anybody's thoughts. I thought Marlon's first thought was cool. He's hyped for it.
So what's wrong with you said that the AI doesn't look good?
The AI kind of just looks wonky like the first time, honestly.
Huh?
I mean, to me it does. I just don't. Yes, and when she was in the hallway fighting them, it was 2 people coming after her in the state of play, and she was in the hallway. Ain't no damn way they ain't see her. She was in plain sight. So it's like stuff like that just annoys me. It's like, come on, you can definitely see this girl. She's not hit. Like it's like they just like, oh, I heard no. Oh, you can see her.
Baron semantics always.
No antics. I mean, I watched the thing. I watched it live. I rewatched it.
You know what the issue
thing is? What?
Man, you know what the issue is that I mean, it's like this girl Ellie seems, I want to say superhuman, but she seems like she's
Rambo.
like Rambo, like for some reason out of nowhere. Like where did she? Because she was a little girl, kind of destroying grown men when she was little too, and then now she's older, and I guess, but she seems far more skilled than what the story actually says she is.
Yeah,
that's the thing that I don't understand with her.
She just got a lot of vengeance in her heart,
But I mean, like
14 days,
to
it's
do
gonna
what
be
she
fun.
does needs a. I mean, look, I like martial arts. I did kickboxing. I did kung fu. I know I did martial arts. To do what she does, like the stuff that she does, like that's pretty crazy. She seems like she's way more skilled than what the story lets on to be. That's all I'm trying to say.
And the thing is, I mean, come on, she's not Jennifer Lopez, and this is not the movie enough. She's not that good. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be having like a realistic setting, and then when she stuck up behind the lady and she was playing the PS Vita, I was like, if that was real and that was like a child, she would have got mollywopped. Like, come on, let's not.
Lord.
But it's a game though, so it's like whatever.
It's a game, but whatever. But the thing is, I still don't like how they handled the game. I don't like that they took the multiplayer out of it because you got your fans accustomed to doing multiplayer and you took it away from them. And then I need to see a little bit more innovation besides the jump button. I mean, I got to see a little bit more than that.
Well, you can swing on ropes now.
Swing on ropes
and swim.
And swim. Yeah.
You can finally learn.
It's a lot of new things, man.
Jungle hunt and cry.
And
Sorry,
when
but
you hide,
jumping in the game and propelling down a rope in the game is not innovation.
But
And when you-
Innovation.
for
Charge
them,
$2,600.
it's innovation though. I mean, look, Naughty Dog games. We saw what Jonathan Cooper said about Naughty Dog games, right? Which has been my issue with Naughty
They're a
Dog
product.
games for the longest time. And they actually, I think they made a legit effort to change things up. And yes, it's not gonna. You're not gonna be Sheikah slating things and innovation like that. Yes, you're not gonna get that. But this is definitely big for them. For them, because Naughty Dog games are very dry. I mean, they're not bad, but they're very
It's
dry.
a technical.
basic.
It's a technical marvel, is what they're trying to build here.
Yeah,
is a swan song technical marvel.
They've got.
Fortunately, that swan
swinging,
song isn't a good song.
They've got.
Here's my biggest.
They got a horse. There's a horse in the game. You can ride a horse.
There's a horse in the last one.
The first one. Oh, spoilers. I'm sorry.
But here's my biggest thing, and I want to ask Jordan this. Do you have any info on how long this game is supposed to be?
No. That's a spoiler.
I don't have length, but I know someone who worked on the game.
So maybe 20 hours, I'm thinking.
But here's my thing.
I heard between 30 to 40 hours.
Okay.
Wow.
I wish it was that long. I definitely don't think it's that long.
Well,
I think it's between
I
16
read
20.
and heard it was 20 plus hours, but I'm like, 5. You did this for 5
Maybe 40
years.
if you try to max out the trees, but apparently they're talking about you won't be able to in this game.
5-year
What?
development cycle.
You got to do multiple playthroughs. I think that was one of the things they're talking about.
Yeah. Like the environment is so big, like you can like every playthrough is different, you know, because you experience different things and everything like that. So, and then most of the times, you're gonna get overrun by a lot of enemies, so you gotta run and stuff like that. But
hit that hit the button, yeah.
Hit the jump button. The really cool part I like about the AI is like if you gotta hide, like let's say like in the grass, you know, they can like smell you, you know, like while you're in the grass, or if you go under a car or something, they can drag you from under the car. I'm like, this is freaking dope. Like they look under the car, like they're looking around for you. Like if they get suspicious
The
or
dog
anything
AI
like
in general is
oh,
crazy.
the dog AI is insane, dude.
It turns
Oh
into
my
Splinter Cell.
God.
It's gonna be weird because like all the dogs have names and they listen to their owners, and I'm like, that's gonna be
That's
unfortunate.
insane. Yes, like
Cool.
that's what I'm talking about. Like they really outdid themselves with this game from a gameplay standpoint. Like
From a
adding,
gameplay standpoint, yes.
yeah, they outdid themselves, man.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, I'm thinking more production.
He said by Ghost of Tsushima in July.
Oh, don't even talk about Ghost of Tsushima because Baron already.
We did have a
that game.
Oh, screw Baron.
That's the game I want to play.
I didn't say anything, I didn't say anything
Fire.
bad about Ghost of Tsushima. That's the problem, though. He's mad because
Oh,
I said
you chump.
He said Ghost of Tsushima looks like everything else that we already experienced already, and the controls look clunky, and that one death kill slash.
I said the combat looks clunky, and it doesn't. It's like QuickTime events to me. It's like it's really nothing.
Lord.
It's no depth
My
there.
dude said quick time.
It's not
I've
quick.
not heard that in years.
Listen, Barry,
It's
listen.
like
You're not paying
Yeah.
attention, bro. There's stealth in the game. There's gonna be. Look, they didn't do. Here's something that they didn't do a good job of showing the combat. I will say that they didn't do it because they didn't show any advanced enemies. Like where you're
But it's
actually
Sucker Punch
fighting.
though. Like, do we
you know.
even really need to? Like, that's the thing they do good.
Yeah, Sucker
Yeah.
Punch is
Sucker
great.
Punch
Sucker
is
Punch is great. I have faith in Sucker Punch.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what they've been known for, and we really didn't. Still missing pieces. It's like
I think the game's gonna be good. I think
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Now,
all
you
right.
guys think it's gonna be
Ain't no
game of the year?
clubhouse games.
no clubhouse games.
Oh shit!
Animal
I can play
Crossing
that
New
now.
Horizons.
Reload.
That's out right now. Thank you.
I forgot
reminded
that
me.
game existed.
I'm buying that.
Shout
So
out,
chess?
hey,
Chess?
shout
Anybody
out to
chess?
shout out to Nintendo.
Yo,
for Clubhouse
Shadow
games.
Fox, what's
Let's
good?
Yeah, we need to get on that.
go. Quick, you playing Clubhouse games?
I will be, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's that was the last topic. Let's go over some of these donations, then we'll kind of round out the show.
And it's available to play. Let's go.
Let's see here.
It's already up.
Dude, there's a lot here. Grubby, thank you for the dollar. He says congratulations. Here's 100 pennies. Shout out
If
to
everyone
RGT.
has it, I may have to get the game too.
And everyone else plus Jordan. Where's Nate?
Clubhouse,
So
what's up?
we didn't have Nate here. Nintendo Power donated 2 and says still waiting for Rex Pyra Mithra for Smash. All right, maybe. Cortland Robinson donated 10. Says I know it's a little off topic, but why is Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2 never talked about? He's the forgotten Nintendo character. He's never been he's never in any Nintendo game.
He's a card in Smash. He's a card. That's about it.
He's a card.
He's a
Juice
spirit.
Juice Man Von
That's what,
JMV
man.
says OJ, bruh. All right. Dr. Claw with the 150 core crystals says, I feel like Sakurai is playing a random game and saying he loves it. It wouldn't be such a necessity to avoid speculation if the speculation was healthy and in good fun. Too many people though come up with their theories and have angry, threatening freakouts if their speculation turns out to be wrong. The stupid reaction when their headcanon isn't true is the main issue. How I see it, at least. Yeah, I can understand that, man. Ray donated 5 and says, congrats on 100 episodes and thank you for all the laughs and great content. Thank you so much, Ray. I appreciate that. Ethan R donated $1.99 says, I miss Jordan. See?
Thanks, Ethan.
See, Jordan?
We all miss Jordan, man.
We actually all do miss.
No one
We
ever
like
really
legit.
misses me. For anyone to say that, it's funny because it's Ethan R, the guy who trolls me all the time.
No, but
Just say that.
I
There's
literally
more
get
than one
that
person
question
in-
all the time. Like, yo, where's Ethan? Where's
Deadass, every single
Jordan? Where's Jordan? Where's
Like
Jordan?
it's an OJ live, and it's like, where's Jordan?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, like, listen, he'll come on when he feels like coming on. Like, I don't ever force anybody to come on. Honestly, like, I really don't. I don't ever tell you have to come. It's just like, if you feel like coming on, you come on. If you don't, then that's cool. You know. Bryson with the 2 says, Baron is the best part of the PE podcast. Hashtag get Baron
That's-
Black on Spawncast.
No, that would
Yeah, Baron hasn't been on there.
That'd be
Yes, get him
interesting.
on the spawn cast, please.
Matthew Hammond donated $1. Says, "Welcome, Miss
Oh,
Blake."
that'd be like,
Give me
that'd
that
be like a
glory.
Goldberg run in, dog.
Welcome, Miss Click. Welcome back, Jordan. Thank you for preaching the truth, Baron, says Matthew Hammond. Mac Mega donated 2, says, a short-haired Miss Click will still clap them cheeks in Splatoon, OJ. Jordan knows about that. Hashtag facts. Sorry.
Yo,
not
Miss
sorry.
Miss Click clapped my cheeks so hard one time I couldn't even sit for a week, bro.
Oh my
This
God.
reference
It was nuts, bro.
That's what happens when you're a Splatoon noob.
Streaming because of
expert
it.
like me,
She was so good. I stopped streaming entirely.
an expert like me, I could never lose.
My
to
career
somebody
is
like Miss
ruined.
Click.
I cannot show
Never.
my
Are
face
you
in the
okay?
splat
Am I
field
about
anymore.
to pull up your Switch profile and see how many hours you have in Splatoon compared to Smash, OJ? Am I about to do it?
I don't have good hours in either one of them. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's about the same. It's about the same. I have about 100. I think like almost 200 hours in Splatoon, and I have almost 300 hours in Smash. So,
Okay. What weapon do
may
you use in
have 40.
Splatoon, OJ?
what weapon do I
weapon
use?
do
That's
you
a top secret. So I don't want
Bro,
you to
is
scout
there-
me out.
Oh,
It's all
is
about
it?
that roller,
It's-
baby.
It's because you don't know what the name of your weapon
I
is.
know what the name of my weapon is.
Roller game.
I know.
So
He
what are
got,
the
he
subs?
got the one that shoots the goo.
I know what the name of my weapon is.
The roller.
It's the one that
The
sprays
what?
the
Okay,
paint.
what
I
are the
call,
subs?
I call them. They're called the dual SMGs. I'll be like.
Oh my god.
Oh, he has the dualies.
Oh, you wanted them lames on Splatoon? Ugh.
Oh, you one of those?
Because I'm dope.
Oh, you want-
I'm very good at the game. None of you guys can beat me. Let me get through this here. All right, you
It
guys
just
all
got so
suck.
much more interesting, dude, because it's gonna be dually versus dually. So I got you.
No, okay. Well,
Oh.
see, look,
The dually, bro.
She gonna give you that
look at-
work.
Click,
She gonna
stealing
give you
my
that
style.
work.
Whenever I watch you play, you're not using dualies as much. Now you're just jacking my style. You don't use dualies every time. You don't use them all the time. You use them sometimes.
Oh no, because I am a woman
can
with
explore.
talent, and I get bored, and then I learn a new weapon. You know,
See?
but then
See?
again,
Are you
I
playing
also have like
24 right now,
2,000
or do you-
hours in that game, where you have like what 2 days.
2,000 hours? You out
Yeah.
here forging your Switch hours? You're hacking your Switch? Click? What in 2,000
Yeah, man.
hours? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
She logged on with the hex editor, like.
I'm gonna tell Nintendo. Let's see. Carl.
Wow.
Carl, I'm joking. Carl Winfield with the big $50 donation. Thank you so much, Carl. He says, I love Jordan. I'm glad he's back. One of the key figures, the podcast, in my opinion. See, look at that. See, look, Jordan.
See, that wasn't real. You just made that
I
one
did not
up.
make that up. And congrats on the
Man,
big.
I didn't see that
big-
one.
I did. And congrats on the big 100 first time donation. Long time fan. Thank you so much, Carl. I appreciate that. Mac with another 2. Or sorry, another 5, and he says, love seeing number 1 and number 2 streamers on the most soulful VG podcasts on YouTube. Cheers to OJ and Ms. Click. We need that Miscreant versus Ninja Splatoon Splatfest soon. We would just cream
Number
everybody
one is number
in
2.
Click's crew. So I mean, it's just not even. Should we even do that, chat? I mean, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Should we even?
It's
do that?
not worth it.
Instead of Splatfest, call it Clapfest, and then you guys play.
We
Hey,
should.
wow.
We should.
Clapfest.
Clapfest.
2020.
This does not
Listen,
sound like
I
what
will-
it
but
should be.
there's
I will
be
give
something you
Ms.
clap
Click,
on
Ms. Click,
both
I will
sides.
give you the opportunity.
Well,
Since I came here and I've embarrassed you.
Hold up.
If you clap,
hold up.
cheeks will
Let's be
come.
honest.
Yeah,
Let's-
someone's
oh
left
my God.
cheek.
No,
another
if
person's
we
right
name at
cheek.
Clapfest, you know we're
guess
both
the team
losing our
names.
ambassador status. That's just what's gonna happen. Let's be honest.
This just sounds like Little
Clap
John and
cheeks,
Yin Yang Twin soundtrack.
I like
can't.
being an ambassador.
Wait, hold
okay?
on, wait.
No, I love you,
Why
thank
would they-
you, but we won't do
Wait a
it.
minute, why would y'all lose ambassador?
We
for
can't
using the
call
word-
it. We can't call it Clapfest. We can't call it.
How you can't
Oh
call
my
it
god.
Clapfest? It don't
No
make
way.
any sense.
Wow.
We can't call it that.
It's the word clap. So what's wrong with
It's
the word
clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone can clap.
No, we're not.
Clapfest.
We're not taking that chance. I don't. We might not, but we're not.
Someone
None of me and Click will take that
wins.
chance.
Church is very the
The world is
ninjas are
going to hell and shit. Like,
I think you probably have to put clap back in the title. I think that's what it'll have to be. Because
No.
otherwise,
No,
it'll be.
we'll play, but we're not going to call it that.
Cheek fest.
No, we can't. It'd be nothing
can't call it
controversial.
that.
It'd be nothing controversial.
What's bad about a cheek? We got 2 of them on our face.
There you go.
What is controversial
cheek,
about
right
a clap? That's
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna move on here, guys. Mac Mega donated $5. Says, love seeing. I already read that. Mac Mega again with the 2 says, Jordan, glad to see you back. I hope this becomes a new norm.
You're just making this up at this
I'm not
point. That's
making.
3 in a
Dude,
row.
this is literally. I'm reading from my freaking.
Jordan's not. He's not good with compliments, man. You see this? Everybody's like, "We
nice.
love Jordan," and Jordan's like, "No."
I don't. It makes me uncomfortable.
Jordan, people want you back, man. Like I said, when
Fucking
people
bro.
want you back, you
You're
always have the open
enjoying
door. Open door to come
All
back
right, well-
anytime. Nigel Sims with the 10 says it's looking like Power Rangers Turbo Morphin sequence. LOL. Much love to OJ and friends for PE 100. Thank you, man. Dr. Claw again. Dr. Claw, thanks for the support, man. He says, like I said, I grew up with Game Gear and I still have it. Super nostalgic for it, but this thing looks too hard to see and too small to use the buttons. I'll pick it up as a novelty if it ends up on sale for around $15 at some point. Otherwise, I don't get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna sit on my shelf.
Yeah, or on your keychain, maybe.
Yeah, on my keychain.
JMV says Metal Gear.
Are you bowling right now, Sean?
Might be.
Hey, how is it so far, Sean? You like it?
Yo, it's pretty dope.
Is it
I
dope?
want it. I want a game of Connect 4, and now I'm bowling. And it has
I'm playing Connect 4 right now myself.
It has the haptic feedback on the bowling. It actually feels kind of nice.
Nice.
Can one of y'all try to
That is
pool out? 'Cause I
wild.
really want to know how the pool plays on there. That's what I'm thinking.
The pool, okay. Well, I'll be playing the game too myself, so we'll check it out tomorrow for sure on the on stream or something like that. Thank you, Dr. Claw, for the multiple donations, man. I appreciate that. Juice Man says MG Metal Gear Solid 5 better than Death Stranding. That's what Juice Man says.
Totally,
This is true.
two totally different games.
I mean,
It's true, though.
I don't like Metal Gear Solid 5, but I mean, I don't know. I guess they're different games, right? Dr. Claude donated 100 core crystals and says, I know you didn't insult Norman Reedus and his Norman fetus.
He did have one of those.
I didn't. I did insult it because the game sucks.
I hate that y'all are laughing because he makes that joke like every day on my stream, and so I'm rolling my eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know he makes that joke a lot. It's still though.
Yeah.
That's I like the joke.
Let's see. Mac Mega with the 2. So I hope Baron got patience because he gonna wipe his booty 13 million times with Animal Crossing, bruh. Hashtag
With all those
Sony.
L's.
That's gonna hurt.
pay up to my bruh. Okay.
It's a little hard to wipe with an L too. It's not like it's a wide letter like a W
Somebody's
either.
shooting fireworks outside of my house because they're stupid.
You can wipe with a W?
Hey, it's bigger than an L.
That's true.
You want big? I don't want any big things from my booty.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
scared
that's
of a
true.
little bit of fireworks, dog?
I'm just saying somebody's shooting fire. I'm not scared of it. It's just somebody shooting
Yeah, I got some
fireworks in my house.
thunderstorms here.
Juice Man Vaughn says, stop playing Marlin Clubhouse Games Game of the Year. So
I mean, so far, this is a banger.
Oh god.
is it a banger?
This game is a lot of
but
fun.
then again,
This
you,
game is a lot of fun.
you like Ski Sniper then too. I mean, so I mean,
Hey, for 49 cents. They got darts on this shit too. Toy tennis.
Revenge of the Bird King is better than Ski Sniper. I'll just say
that
that.
sounds like a stupid game.
Bitch
Bro.
game.
That sounds like the
It is.
dumbest
For a
game.
penny.
Should be game of the year.
It's for a penny on the bestsellers list on the eShop, and then it's boosted back up to $5.
Alright.
Like it does. Like it's one of those games.
Avedon with the 25. So congrats on the 100. Thank you so much, Avedon. I appreciate that, homie. Says congrats on the 100.
Homie.
Thank you, Avedon.
You're welcome, homie.
He's right here.
So you could have handed me $25 in cash, Avedon? Is that what you right here, right?
Just pass it through the screen. Like here you go.
There you go,
I'm
man.
like, there you go.
Shout outs to Avedon. David Valdez with the big 25. So congrats, OJ, on the PE number 100 PE podcast. As always, Thursdays are epic. My thoughts on Sega Game Gear Mini is that it's a novelty item in Japan, and I bet they're working with Blaze to release the SMS collection on the Evercade. Okay.
Sega Master System.
That'd be
That
nice.
would be fucking dope.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
came out on the Evercade.
They also said too, I guess we didn't get into it, but they also said something about having like a fog gaming, which is like a arcade cloud type of thing.
Yeah,
You know,
that's kind of interesting.
I mean, it seems like a Japan thing, though. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
It's all a Japan thing. So
Yeah.
it's tough to talk about it because it's probably not coming here. So there's that.
Because
and,
I don't want to come here.
I mean, we don't have arcades like that here, so it's just not.
No, and we don't have the internet properly.
No, we don't have
It is
arcades.
trash.
Like we don't even have arcades anymore. Pretty
Yeah.
much, they're pretty much done.
No, just
It's
Dave
called
and
a
Buster's.
black-
That's it.
Called a Black Baths.
Okay,
Nice.
so some fishing on there, nice.
Yeah, it's fishing. It's pretty fun.
Okay, so you should play Animal
This
Crossing.
might be
then.
game of the year.
And there's pool too in this game.
You
I
play
didn't
some
know
Animal
that.
Crossing,
Yeah.
then, RGT.
Cool, there's card games. There's online with it as well.
Because all I was looking forward to is Connect 4. I didn't know it was pool. Is there
Yeah,
roulette?
Connect 4.
Yeah.
I'm beasting out in this game right now.
You got pool, chess.
Is there roulette
I
though?
want to play.
Yes, there's roulette.
Amanda, you can play.
There is roulette.
I'm picking it. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, yeah, physical copy. Tenchen, the big man, donated
should probably get a
10
physical
and says,
copy.
congrats on the 100 shows. Thank you, man. Also, Tenchen with the 400 core crystals says, PogChamp, give me
Maybe
some
I'll save
PogChamps.
it.
Thank
I'll
you, man.
save it as a wish list.
Appreciate that. And then Mirror Shield donated
And
5
that's game.
maple syrup dollars and says, keep killing it. All right.
Yo, they
thank
got
you so much,
war on
Mirror
this.
Shield. That is everything in terms of all the donations we got through that. So I don't want to keep these people any longer from what they need to do, like playing, Clubhouse games. So
And Bug Fables.
and Bug Fables. So we're gonna go do some outros here. If
And
you guys
Brigadine.
can get your channels ready. I'm sorry, I didn't put the channels in the description. So I mean, if you guys,
How could you, OJ?
I'm sorry. So if you guys can get your channel, like whatever you want to link, or I can do it. But we'll start off.
I got it.
Whoever has theirs first. Who has their channel link ready to go?
I already
I can
have
get
it.
mine in a few
All right.
seconds.
So VC, go ahead and do your outro, my man. Go ahead.
So, if anyone wants to check out my channel, I do live streams, gameplay, music, reviews, hot take videos, all kinds of different stuff. I just posted the link for my channel. If you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. And thanks again for having me on for the 100% episode of the PE podcast. And it is the 1 year anniversary since I've been on the show too. So,
congrats.
And I'm about to hit 1,200 subs.
Yeah. Are you drop your link and then you can do the outro.
Yeah, drop your link. But yeah, I'm 10 subs away from 1,200. So if any of that stuff interests you, like live streams and all that, definitely check us out.
All right, sounds good. Big Z, where can they find you at, man?
Zildjian65 on YouTube. I actually made a video for once, so you can actually watch one. I normally don't make videos very often anymore these days.
Sounds familiar.
All right, sounds good. All right, so you guys check out Big Z when you get the opportunity. I think Mandy said that your link is ready.
Yeah, just need to write something.
That's okay. It's all good. RGT, where can they find you? Because I don't think RGT cares. So RGT, where can they find you at, man?
No, I got the link ready.
You got a link
Find
ready?
me here, RGT85. I make subpar videos. I might actually do a stream tomorrow night to celebrate. We just passed 300,000 subscribers earlier.
Congratulations.
Fucking ridiculous. So I figured it'd be fun to do just a little hangout stream because I haven't streamed on YouTube.
Hey, Fire Blast just timed out. Big Ang.
Yeah, I don't know why Fire Blast timed them out for doing that. Fire Blast, what the hell are you doing?
Someone support my channel and like with the 100 emotes and Fire Blast like
it's okay. It's okay.
Take it.
Ang, my boy.
Sniping out Big Ang.
I got my link.
I got mine ready.
Okay,
Go ahead, Mandy.
Yeah.
Mandy, go ahead.
Subscribe to my channel. I do Nintendo content. I live stream, and I just do Nintendo content, like videos and stuff. So check it out. There you go.
Sounds good. Thank you for
Me
coming
to
on.
post mine. Well, I just threw mine in the chat because I'm freaking selfish before Mandy. I'm sorry, Mandy. You
Don't
can't
hear
shift
that?
enter.
God dang.
Freaking, I'm sorry, Mandy.
Sad.
You're awesome. I'm sorry.
Mandy's
I
awesome.
went to shift enter. You can't do that. All right. Well, I threw mine in like a freaking narcissist. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, here's my links. You can follow me on Twitch. I'm live every day, or my Twitter's there if you don't want to go on Twitch for some reason because people are weird.
All these people's streams are great and content's great, but Click streams, seriously, honestly, like I have so much fun watching their streams.
I do too. I just go there to chill.
It's really refreshing watching, someone play like there's like how they're supposed to do it. I think Click does Twitch the way it's supposed to be done. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
if I knew you were watching more, I'd throw more shade. So nice to know. Thanks for telling me.
That's why I don't say anything, because people are gonna sit there talking smack. If I say something, then people start talking smack to me. So I don't say anything, or people they start spending too much attention on me. So I'll just I won't say anything. But yeah, I'm always watching your stream. It's always up in the background. Click.
Thanks, man.
I'm always watching you. Just to let you know. Don't mess up.
I appreciate it. Wow.
All right. Next up, I think Marlon. You got your link ready, man?
Yeah, I got my link ready. Yeah, so I cover daily gaming news stuff, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Almost at 30K, so I think we're like 40 away.
Hey, get this man to 30K.
Huge.
Nice. Get this man to 30K right now. Get this man to 30K.
Right
Trust
now.
me. If you like my streams, you're gonna love Marlon's streams. You're gonna love his streams.
Get me to 3K then, if we're at it. 3K.
I'm literally 5 subscribers away from.
Don't worry, y'all will get there. Y'all posted
we got
on-
400
y'all will get
people
there.
here. We're so close.
Stop creeping on Marlon's outro. Like,
No,
I'm sorry.
Word. Thirsty.
I'm sorry.
Anything cool you got coming up, Marlon? That people just let them know real quick.
I have a giveaway for The Last of Us 2 that I'm doing, and I think that's really about it, really, and some other like really cool stuff as far as like I have like some music I'm getting ready to drop as well. So I have that, and I also have another collab with a company. So other than that, yeah, that's really about it.
All right, subscribe to this man. Let's get him to 30K. Let's go 30K.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you.
Jordan.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Jordan, where can they find you at, man?
I make Pokemon content. Just past 35,000 subs. Thanks so much. Here's the link. Please check it out.
Nice, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thanks for
congratulations
being
on that, man.
Dang, we out here.
People talk. I mean, people see all
Congrats,
these,
by the way.
people see everybody with all these huge subscriber counts, dude. It's so hard to get subscribers. Like, it's not easy building up. To
I don't know
30,
why
40.
people subscribe to me. Like I legit have no.
The first
clue. I
4 months
troll
are
with
easy
it.
for me. The first 4 months are easy. After that,
But even then, like even with RGT, like you still got to put out continuous content every single day, though, or for most of the days, you still got to put out content. You just can't.
I did 3 videos in less than 24 hours of the Switch eShop sale, the Sega shit, and then the Outer Worlds review. So
and like
Wait, did you ever sleep?
sometimes.
and you've been doing this for years too, so it's not like too many times people think like, oh, like you do this for like a couple months, all of a sudden you get 100,000 subscribers. No, that's not how it works, you know. So yeah. And
I'm looking for your link, Big Z. I can't find your channel right now.
I got a date to post it.
Oh, Dan got it. All right.
And Avedon, or we still got Bear next after this, but Avedon, where can they find you at, man?
You guys can find me over at Avedon Smith with the main channel and over at Beast for Breakfast. Beast for Breakfast is kind of on pause right now because I'm reformatting how I'm doing some of the interviews and the types of interviews I'm going to do. And I'm also on Beast for Breakfast on Avedon Smith. I'm back to remixing video game soundtracks, as well as I'm going to start doing FL Studio tutorials. So if you're into beat making, want to know how to make beats and things of that nature, stay tuned because I'm going to get back into doing that real soon.
All right, sounds good, man. And Baron, where can they find you at, man?
Baron Black.
Y'all know
that's it.
There you go.
That's it. Baron Black.
AEW. Talking about like AEW body slamming people.
Y'all know where to find me at, man. You know, but you also can find me fact checking Marlon in his live streams all the time. You will find me there. I'm not going to be in stealth mode like OJ with Miss Click. I'm going to be fact checking his ass left and right.
I'm in stealth mode in Marlon streams too. I don't care what he says. I don't care if he. To be honest, I don't give a damn. I'm just enjoying the stream. I don't care what anybody says. They can be completely wrong.
And I also be checking OJ in his streams randomly too when he be trying to play like he's taller than he is. But I handle all that as well.
But yeah, y'all know what man. There's been y'all roast me harder than me than the damn football team roasted me back.
OJ, you know
that's how you know we love you, bro.
Hold on, let me put this out, y'all, before we get off. You see how OJ changed his whole setup, right? He got him a little background. He angled the camera higher so he could look taller, and then he moved it over into the corner. And we know you can swing from that bottom shelf, so you ain't playing nobody. You ain't playing nobody.
You angled your camera too.
This man Baron obviously skipped out in high school. He doesn't know that. But yo, look, man, bro, it's a damn monitor, and I put my webcam on my monitor.
Nah. We can't see that monitor. We can't see it.
No shit, dude.
You're trying to tell me his camera had a different angle now. His camera had a different angle.
You can't see the monitor. It's the damn webcam's on top of the monitor.
No. OJ, your camera ain't at a different angle.
Okay.
Is your camera at a different angle or not? Oh, that's right. That's why he ain't answering the question.
You want me to flip the monitor? You want me to flip the camera around and look at the monitor? Is that what you want me to do?
OJ, is your camera at a different angle than before your last setup? Yes or no?
Here we go.
Is that a different angle?
Yes.
Obviously.
It's definitely at a different angle, OJ. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, OJ.
The camera angle is different. Yes, I'm at a different angle. Of course I am.
Okay. All right. We understand. We got it, OJ. We got it. We got it, man.
Stick to wrestling. Let's
Next thing you know, OJ gonna be walking on stream with stilts on. It's all good.
stick to wrestling.
Anyway,
All I gotta say is forensics isn't up your alley, man. You can't decipher this.
Forensics?
Crossword puzzles might be too hard for you.
stand up and stand by that bookcase right now. You talking all that shit. Talking to stand by that bookcase.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey,
my
hey,
All
God.
that bookcase right now.
I'm talking the bookcase. Oh man, shout outs to Bear, man. Hey, you're the homie, man. Hey, thanks for coming on tonight, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, no, y'all can find me on Twitter though. Y'all can find me on Twitter, man. But, yeah.
And one more thing before we go, guys. We've got a digital code for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Digital Deluxe, so it's right there. So you guys, I told you guys to boot up your PS4s. So
Damn.
Digital
Oh, that's
Deluxe version of
gone.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That's already gone.
Yeah,
That's already gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's already gone.
Before
Wow,
they
in
moved,
the
that's
heck?
gone.
that was fast.
That's gone.
Who
got
has
the
master?
People are literally like
Internet?
sharks.
But I also
That
have
is-
this, guys. That might be gone. But we have a bunch of other stuff too. So there's some DLC as well. And I'm gonna put that in the chat too. So there's some DLC. You guys can check out all the DLC there if you guys want. Shout outs to Butterfinger. They're the ones who hooked me up with all this stuff. So Butterfinger, you guys go get yourself a Butterfinger. All right.
Nice.
And,
That sounds good.
play some Final Fantasy. All right.
Nice.
So you guys download all this Shinra bangles and all this crap that it comes with. Shout outs to Butterfinger. Shout outs to Square Enix, being the homies. So it's all there for you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the P podcast, and thank you to all my guests. Click, thank you for putting up with our stupidity. Click's like, I'm never gonna do this again.
It's so much fun. I mean,
Hey.
it's different. It's different with every podcast. Every podcast has got different chemistry.
Hey man, look, don't
Yeah.
don't do it like that, OJ. Look, Miss Click, there's no offense to you, but I act a fool all the time. So that's who he's really apologizing
And
for.
I-
So he's
I
trying to
have
just play it
moments.
off.
I thought you were
I had-
apologizing about Death Stranding there.
I
This
had
the
fun.
this the podcast I turn up a little bit. On my podcast, I'm super chilled because chill.
It's all right. Normally I'm drinking, but tonight I'm sober, so we're good.
I'm toned down on the podcast. On my own streams,
I
I'm
just come here to make
cursing the whole
jokes.
time.
Your
The whole
jokes
time.
your jokes were pretty good today, Judd. I'd say there's a lot of times that people can.
I had time to prepare. I had many months to prepare.
Yeah, you have had months.
Oh,
People were
man.
waiting for you.
Next time, Click though. We got to get you drinking a little bit. Next time, Click. Next time.
We'll have to. I haven't gone to the freaking store. I've been freaking playing Xenoblade. So
I need to stop playing.
Versus Click on Death Stranding debate.
No
What
Death
is-
Stranding debate.
No,
We're done
please
with
don't
that.
do that.
wait, hold on. I just have a
Please
question.
don't
Hold
bring
on.
that up.
No,
You
no.
gotta set aside
Let me
3
think.
hours for that one.
How many hours in Death Stranding do you have?
I refuse to play it.
Then that's
Oh,
all we
you
need to
That's
know.
how you try it. I tried.
I refuse to play a walking simulator.
Oh,
You have
What
to
it is.
So on that note, yo, shout out Fox. What's your
All
friend
right,
code?
on that note, guys, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. If you like Death Stranding, play it. If you don't like it, then don't play it. That's fine. Thank you to all my guests.
Brigadine on the Switch.
I do
It's
appreciate that, and we'll see you guys for episode 101, probably with a much smaller cast, because nobody likes
And
my
check out
podcast.
Jordan Fringe's
No,
link in the
I
chat.
love
Everyone
being
check
here,
Jordan.
but you don't get an invite.
Mandy, stop
Mandy, really?
it. Mandy, stop it. Anyway,
All right.
we'll see you guys next time. Bye,
If I wasn't
everybody.
getting
Peace, y'all.
yes, I may be here.
Yeah, the World Sport still sucks though on the Switch.
Animal Crossing.